Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Had to hit the opera on you nuggers. So far, wanted to know from everybody, are they enjoying the Falcon and Winter Soldier? And this may not go out. Just wanted to know. So far, to me, it's been living up to the hype. It's been living up to its hype. We live. Come through. Just want to know if it's living up to the hype now. Now, basically, I feel like it's been moving at a good pace. The actors, the chemistry, just everything about the show is living up to its hype. Everybody probably ain't gonna come through. So basically, my bad guys, I'm just trying to get people in here, but if you are watching this, we are going to spoil it. So if you have not seen it, please leave the page now, because we're going to talk about the show. But I think it's been living up to its height. I like the pacing of the movie. I mean, the movie. The TV series, I like the pace of it. I like where it's heading to. And I like the Easter eggs in there. And I like the special guest, or what you like to call it. You know, it's been perfect to me. I think a lot of people like myself liked how WandaVision was. Because WandaVision, you know, it built up. Even though it started off slow, but it kind of mirrored what old school TV shows were. And that was about story. Then you finish it off with action. That's how you know if it's good or not. Now, the guy playing Bucky has been conflicted the whole series. He's been real conflicted. He don't know whether he believes he's changed or he believes he's still the same. He believes he's that same person. who basically was killing people. He was an assassin or a mercenary, you would say. But he was mainly under mind control, being told what to do. So Bucky basically is a guy who is still trying to find himself. His character, he's sure, in his fighting ability and his ability to do things. He knows he can do that. But what messes him up is he feels like Falcon, or we should call him Sam. He feels like when he gave the shield back, he feels like a part of him is gone, and he feels like Cap was wrong about him, that he's a good person at heart. He feels like he's still that mercenary out there killing mindlessly. He doesn't feel like he'll ever change. Sam's character, he's trying to take on the whole weight of the world, which is he's trying not to have his sister sell their business. That's a business his dad grew up building. His mom helped build up. And Sam being gone for so long, they kind of been in a financial stranglehold because of all the disappearances that happened in the Avengers Endgame. So the thing I love about that is they showed no matter if you're a superhero, no matter if you're an entertainer, you play basketball, you're famous, you are still black at the end of the day. And that's one of the things I love that they brought into the series, is showing that, look, you black. It is what it is. And people always love to say, well, why does race play a part? When doesn't race play a part? Huh? When doesn't race play a part? Huh? When doesn't race play a part in society or anything you do? Seriously. When doesn't it play a part? Race plays a part in 90% of everything that goes on in the world. It does. Race plays a part in everything, and that's what I loved about the first episode. What's up, Andrew? Chilling, man. So that's what I loved about the first episode. But the thing I also loved is they didn't keep going into it. You know how some TV series, they'll stay on that one point, but they won't keep moving. They kept moving after that. And I also like with Bucky how he's helping take care of the Asian guy because he feels guilty, because he killed his son. He killed all these innocent people. So he's real messed up in the head. And that's what I love about it, is that he's not a perfect character. Now, Zemo being in it is very intricate, because Zemo was one of the ones who created the super soldier serum. And he basically wants to wipe all the super soldiers out. He wants to get rid of them. Now, the one girl, Carly, she's not a bad person. Even though she's hurt people, injured people, she's not a bad person. She's a person who's tired of being treated. Yeah, Andrew. She's a person conflicted. And this is what I like about the series. Everybody in here is conflicted. Nobody's perfect. We just saw the fake Captain America. When he saw his boy saved his life. If his boy didn't jump in, he was going to be killed. His boy got killed. We saw him snap and just turn into something that we're not used to seeing from Captain America. Because we look at Captain America as like Superman. Like they stand for good. And when you have that shield, You bear responsibility. The responsibility is other people's lives as well as staying true to the code. In this last episode, we saw him we're starting to see he lost his cool and he broke the code of what Captain America was, which is going overboard. You don't expect to see him or Superman go overboard. That's why I didn't like the Man of Steel. I didn't like the Man of Steel because they made Superman a killer like that. Now, in the second movie of Superman, he killed them by doing what he had to do, but that was different. He was a lot more witty. But in this Superman, he wasn't witty at all. Wasn't smooth with it. But this series is looking good. I like how everything. I like the Wakandans who came in there, the women, how they just whooped their ass. They whooped all of their ass. And Falcon tried to warn them, you don't want to go against them. And they whooped their ass. They beat them down. It was beautiful to watch. It was beautiful to watch. Just to see that happen, it was elegant. How you saw they had the super serum. Captain America had the super serum, but guess what? He still lost. They showed that you ain't it and you ain't gonna be it. You can't touch them. And what I loved about it was when the head one of all three of them, she took Bucky's shoulder off. Chilling, T. Hubbard. Thanks for coming by. So that's one of the things that I loved about it was when she took his shoulder off, it was like, wow, he didn't even know she could do it. Yeah, exactly, Andrew. Andrew said a great thing. I love how leading up to that point, Falcon was warning the girl stuff could lead up to this point. And also the guy that Captain got killed was his hero, was Steve Rogers, of course. Exactly. That's what was so key. Andrew Walker made a great point. He made a great point because that guy he killed was a big fan of Captain America. The old one, Steve Rogers, not this one, but the old one. And it's ironic how he gets killed by Captain America. That was beautifully set up. I love how that was set up. And I also like the part where Zemo escaped out of there. Zemo escaped out of there so smooth. He let them fight one another. Once they fought one another, he scooted out. Now, I like Carly because Carly isn't bad. Now, when she called Sam's sister and threatened the sister in the yeah, LB, that surprised me too. I didn't see that either. That was nasty. I didn't see him dying either. But you know they had to kill the brother. They had to kill the darkest brother on set. He's dark. We already got a brother in here, so let's just get rid of him. But what's ironic is Carly's not a bad person. Carly is somebody who wants change. She's tired of being treated like crap. She's tired of being her family not getting the supplies. She's mad that they came in and just took over where she's from and made it their own, like making them refugees. And I understand her pain and plight. Anthony Mackie, or I like to say Sam knows how to talk to her, and he almost had her. If that fake Captain America didn't come in there so trigger happy, he would have got Carly probably to give up. But he had to come mess it up because he just didn't believe in what he should have believed, is that Falcon would have talked her down and they would have been able to diffuse everything. Now, she's going to go ahead with her plan and probably add to that. Now, also, they got the girl Sharon in there. Sharon basically is working in the background, telling them what's going on, playing the back. She doesn't really she's going through a lot of stuff. And she lets you know from the last episode that she's in hot grease because the people they killed, they're after her now. So now she has to be even more covert. She can't just really pop up anywhere. But this series to me is living up to what we expect. Yeah, LB, I believe that too. I think it's going to set that up. But we're seeing the inexperience of John Walker. John Walker is a character to me who is very flawed. He doesn't know how to handle the serum because he's too edgy. He always wants to get it done now. What's up, Andrew? What's up? Yeah, you on? What's going on? Andrew. Yo, you good? Your audio tripping.
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Just a second.
Yeah, you sound like a board. Nope. We lost Andrew. But yeah, John Walker is showing that to me, he can't handle being Captain America. He's showing too many flaws. Captain America, the one thing I give him, he could lead, but not only lead, he knew how to take a step back. That situation that happened with Carly and Sam, where he was talking her down, he would have never interrupted. He would have let Sam operate. Right, exactly. If he would have just relaxed, he would have been fine. Sam was handling the situation perfect. He was talking her down. He had a feel. He came in there perfect. If he would have sat back, that situation would have been diffused easily. Sam would have got it done. That serum is getting to him, and he thinks he has a lot to prove. That I gotta prove I am Captain America. That's one thing I give Captain America. When Steve was Captain America, Steve knew how to sit back and relax. He didn't always jump into everything. At first, he did because he wanted to basically try to save people. But at the same time, he didn't have a real big ego. He wanted everything to be going as planned, or at least try to be as close as planned. John Walker, too many times, is like, I'm Captain America, so do what I say do. I'm that guy, so you can't tell me nothing. And it's like, dude, you don't know enough. You're not experienced. If you were experienced enough to handle this, then your friend wouldn't have died. Your friend still would be alive. To me, he's partially the reason his friend is dead, because he didn't sit back and let Sam handle the job. And that's something that really irks me about that is he won't let nobody else get a say or do anything. But to me, I think it's good. I think the series is going good. I like what the series is doing. I think it's going to be I think it's going to be great before the Loki series start, because the Loki series gonna go hard. Yeah, LB, that's what I want to see. They got them all on camera. He took the shield and was like, killed him. I was like, damn. I knew he was gonna kill him. When his homeboy died, I said, he finna snap. So I saw the murder coming. I knew it was coming. I knew he was finna kill dude. He killed dude so ruthless too. Grabbed his shield and just was banging his chest in. The backlash is gonna be crazy. You know everybody gonna think Captain America's a murderer. You know everybody gonna come after him now. I think what's gonna happen is the people who sent them over there, LB, I think they're gonna turn against them. I think they're gonna send people to try to take them out. Yep, after Battlestar died, yep, she booked it. She already knows. She like, yep, I'm finna put my plan in order, because they messed up. They messed up. They messed that up. What's your favorite? What was your favorite episode, LB? And Andrew, if you there, what's your favorite episode? Terrell, what's your favorite episode of the Falcon and Winter Soldier? Which one was it? True, that could happen. My favorite episode was my favorite episode so far was 3. Only part I didn't like about 3, even though I like it, yeah, the recent episode of Raw. Mine was 3, where they had to go covert. I just ain't like the part where they had Brother Man in the heels. That just pissed me off. I'm like, how y'all gonna have Brother Man in heels? And how they got out that situation, that was clean. How all them guys came out of nowhere wanting to kill him. And I like how Sharon was in action. She was just popping everything moving. But I agree. This recent episode was real good. I like when the Wakandians, you saw LB, how the Wakandians just beat the hell out of John Walker and them in that room, and then Zemo just snuck out of there like, excuse me, I'm out. While y'all fighting, I'm out the door. He left out the door so cool. I said, man, that's some smoothness right there. That's some smoothness. You good, Andrew?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay, you better now, man.
Yeah, first.
Nick in the house.
What's good, Nick?
What's cracking, y'all? What's cracking like?
Chilling. Andrew, man, you like the recent episode when the Wakandians threw them hands? They had to show that black people we fight.
Oh, yeah, that was my favorite. That was my favorite part of that episode, man. They just, he deserved the last whooping, dog.
Hey,
he thought that little super soldier serum was gonna help him get by, dog.
Right. Right.
I thought you were gonna say WandaVision. messing up your stats. Gotta fix your TV.
No,
sound
man.
I got now.
I like the WandaVision, man, because you gotta understand, my dad and mom from the 40s, so I grew up watching Bewitched, Dick Van Dyke, all of that stuff. Nicky, I watched
WandaVision was that stuff, man.
You know the Nick at Night channel, man. That's all I watched growing up.
Yeah, I can relate to that too, because I remember, shoot, if I'm admitting, bro, to be honest with you, I didn't watch it, but I remember all them shows being on, like even the corny ones that I wasn't for me, but I know other people probably like, man, I used to love that show, like Roseanne, Fresh Prince, all them shows. I'm like, but I remember those shows because it was like similar to me, and I say this all the time. Like, it's funny when you guys be like, you know, we don't call it ESPN, we call it ESPN. I remember when ESPN was ESPN, and that used to be something to have on TV, like had that bitch running, like all through the whole night. Be like, yo, we gonna catch the top 10. We used to know everything that used to be on ESPN, you know. So it's just like those channels used to be like valuable because it's like those are the type of things we used to live up on. It's like, yo, like those are the type of stuff that we used to value because it's like, yo, like cable at the time used to be important. It's like, yo, like you used to know the channels you have up to a certain point, and that was it. You know, and you're like, man, like, you know, it's just a little bit different.
Right. So what surprised you, Andrew, in this past series? I mean, this past episode.
Oh man, the episode was crazy. Like I said, with the we read my comment, but man, I thought that was like incredible the way they did that. When, you know, like once you know, obviously when Captain, or not Captain America, the guy, I keep forgetting his name, but once he went to that other side and he showed that other side, I was like, man, because the way they did it, I was like, man, that was epic the way they did it, because they showed you like hints of leading up to that point. Like he was going to that other side, and just basically like him trying to get in the way of, like, you know, when Falcon was trying to reason with the chick, and he was trying to like talk to her, and like, cause he was kind of relating to what she was like, you know, kind of not like totally to that way, but he was like, he was like, man.
Then old boy just had to mess up everything.
Had to mess up everything. Always got to be that one, right? One
person. I'm like, okay. I would like to see him die right now. Like, I wouldn't mind seeing him die right now.
Dude saw Zemo and just went off. Like, after that, he was broken after that. It was like, dude.
I'm like, and this is all before the serum.
It's like,
I'm like, he ain't even take the serum yet. That's the other thing, you know. When they cracked all the serum, he took it. I was like, damn. Like, because people were asking, they were like, did he take the serum? Like, whenever he killed the dude, I was like, I don't know. I don't. No, so that's what we got to see.
I think he was gonna give it to his homeboy, but his homeboy died before he could give it to him.
Was that off screen?
What?
What's that?
He took the serum. Was that?
No, he was there. No, remember when he ran to the back and he saw the serum there?
No. I know he took it, but did he like eject himself off screen? Because I was like, wait a minute, did he already do that already?
I mean, I guess
that's what people are wondering.
You know, they showed him like he was in this fighting scene where dude was gonna hit him with a pipe and he just bent that motherfucker. So of course we
yeah.
That was an indication that he took the serum.
Yeah, all I know, he put it in.
I mean, it is, but at the same time,
like,
didn't he?
Damn.
I kind of felt like he always, I don't know. That's the thing with the serum, because I'm like, because even before, let's say he did say serum, like even before that, when he first got on scene, I was like, man, he kind of already got the, you know, the tools and the fights to keep up with these guys. So I'm like, he got to be. But they said his background was like, you know,
his background.
And that's the other thing too.
Like,
that's the other thing too, HD.
Like,
that was the other thing that was great about it too, when he was talking to his homeboy, and he was like, and I don't know if it was on this episode or episode before, but he was basically talking to me. He's like, yeah, you know, they give us, you know, awards and all these great things for the things that we used to do back into war. You know, war was a whole nother, you know, situation. It's just crazy how like they give us awards for something that was so dark that we went through. You know, they don't understand. And he was, you know, and his boy, he was trying to reason with him. He's, you know, trying to figure things out as him being the new Captain America. But I thought that was like, you know, kind of epic the way, you know, that fit into, you know, the ending of the last episode. So, or the episode we just watched.
He was
but
tripping
so-
since first episode, dog.
yeah, he been
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
not know who I
Yeah.
am? I'm like, what?
Yeah,
No, I don't know.
he been
I'm like,
tripping.
yeah, and I'm like, no, I don't know who you are.
Right.
You said I know who you are, and I don't care.
And I don't
Right.
care. Right. I was
Right.
like,
He
yeah.
gonna
Damn
come
right.
up in there acting like the Falcon and them supposed to back down. He was
Right.
talking
I'm like,
like,
dude, you
man,
not
every day
Captain,
you
you not
running in
Captain
your
America,
mouth.
my dog.
I was
No,
right
I'm
with
talking
Bucky.
about
I
the
felt the
random
same
dude
way
in the
Bucky did.
beginning
I
of
was
the
like, fuck this
episode.
nigga.
I'm
Yeah,
talking about the
like,
random scene in the beginning of the episode when they was trying to find clues, and he
Yeah.
ran up on the dude. He was like, "You not know who I am?" He's like, "I don't care who you. I know who you are, and I don't care."
yeah, it's like, bro,
That's funny as hell.
Right.
once he
That
broke
was
the he
funny.
busted in on when Sam talking to old girl, wasn't that Carly in this in
Yeah.
episode 4?
Yeah,
Man.
that was ridiculous. That's why I was like, "All right, this dude doing too much."
Yeah, I'm like, bro, kill this dude right now. So somebody,
That's why when the
he did
soldier
that.
like pushed him back, like, dude, like,
Yeah.
Yeah. He had
and
it
then
under
he want to be
control.
like, "Oh, so it makes you more powerful. You have the super soldier serum running through your blood." When you're
Right.
talking to Bucky, I'm like, "Come on, man."
Right, motherfucker.
He was like,
You're messing up, Andrew, your voice.
yeah, his. Oh, my bad. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can you hear me now? I was
Yeah.
gonna say
Yeah.
his boy was actually straight before he died. I was like, because he was like, let's listen to them and let's reason with them. Let's see what they talking about because they seem like they talking straight. So let's give them a chance. And then
Yeah.
he started to get impatient, looking at the clock, like, oh no. I'm like,
And
oh
his
man.
homeboy was cool. His homeboy was like, look, man, let's just chill. Like, let's just see what they do. And Sam had it under control. That's why I know, dude, if that was Steve Rogers, it would have never went down like that. Steve would have stepped back and waited patiently. It's like, dude, it's like he always has something to prove that I'm the new Captain America and I'm this guy. It's like, dude, you ain't earned no stripes, Captain America.
And also,
go ahead.
oh no, I think you was about to say what I was about to say. Go ahead, Nick.
No, I'm just saying the only reason why you have this mantle of Captain America, really, I thought he was just some average Joe when I first saw him. I'm like, who's this dude? You know what I mean? Basically, the only reason why they gave it to him is because Sam ended up giving it up, and they just had some army dude, this dude, as the new Captain America.
Yeah, he a war hero. Like he talked about like deflecting a grenade, like in the same way Captain America did in Civil War, like when he took the shield and like put it on top. But there was like a way that he talked about the way he did it.
Right.
So yeah, because it seemed like it was darker.
Compare himself to Cap. Like he was trying to compare himself, like
yeah.
him throwing the shield. It was A1. Like it's just not. It's just like he don't got the mental. He never. He showed you never.
You know what it is?
Episode 1.
It's really what you seen in the last episode. Like that basically shows you what he was like in probably in war. Like in war, like dude, you seen that's a lot of demons that's behind him. It's like like all that stuff eventually catch up to you when you. I mean, I can't speak for it, but it's just that's what it seemed like. When war, heads and all those type of guys talk about that type of stuff, like dark stuff that they don't, that they don't share. It's like, man, that stuff weighs on people, and then it kind of makes some people crazy. Not crazy, but you know what I mean. Like, well, I guess
I just think
but
the serum is messing him up. I just don't think he can handle it.
You think he on a
I
serum?
don't think the serum messed him up at all. I think he came in there with that attitude, and then
Exactly.
he just
That's
got drunk
one
off
thing.
the
That's what I'm
serum.
saying. He came in there with that little snuck up, attitude.
I think he just got drunk off the serum. Okay, this is my opportunity to become an actual super soldier.
Right.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I mean, I could see. I mean, I could see what you guys are saying, but I can also see the other side of HD because when he first came on, to me, I was like, I kind of was like that at first with him. I was like, oh, this man doing too much. But I think he was just trying to reason with them a little bit more better than what you have seen. But honestly, I mean, even before that part with when he was tripping, being impatient, he also had another part leading up to that point with Zemo. Whenever the Zemo was trying to, with the girl, she was trying to like, oh, we're basically here, and he was trying to, okay, we here, let's go forward and do it. And then you seen dude like, wait a minute, hold on, what is going on again? And he had to explain to him. He's like, we gonna sit here and talk, or we gonna go ahead and move forward with this. So
I think it's a little bit
going on there. It's like, bro, we got everything under control. Like, motherfucker, we're watching this guy's every move.
Dude,
Man,
all I
nothing
know-
to worry about.
they came out of nowhere. Like I knew that like he said, I knew that you had Zemo. You broke Zemo out, and then it was like, and then he just rolled up on him, handcuffed him. I'm like, dude, like,
right.
And then the other thing about the show is the last episode. I think people kind of like kind of lost track, but the because you remember they were what they were going after. Wasn't they going after somebody? Who was the guy? Damn, the guy that they're trying to figure out is behind all this.
the power broker.
Yeah, so we gotta see how that plays out in the next couple episodes.
I'm curious to know who they're gonna use as the power broker. Are they gonna use the actual power broker from the comics, or they're gonna give somebody else the identity?
Right.
Probably gonna get somebody to change, but
they might change the backstory.
Yeah, they're gonna change it. They probably gonna do it like they did on WandaVision with Agnes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what it seemed like.
Probably gonna bring power broker in like that and switch up the back of it.
Yeah, the whole character in WandaVision. I'm like, she was never a bad guy.
She was never a bad guy. Everybody was hoping for Mephisto, and it's like, so y'all.
That's why I trashed WandaVision for that one reason. Though.
Everybody was hoping for Mephisto.
I love WandaVision.
That would have been the perfect time to bring in Mephisto right then and there. Like
Mephisto,
but I understand why
the multiverse thing, like dog, like
yeah, they
probably
gonna bring him in the multiverse. You know what I'm saying? We don't know.
Well, okay.
The X-Men thing pissed me off. That pissed me off too. That whole Ralph Boner stuff, like that.
I will tell you this. I'm looking forward to that Loki, man. That thing was kind of crazy.
Yeah, Loki gonna be wrong
because that looked like they gonna enter a whole different time zones, like with dealing with Loki. So that's going to be interesting to see how his character plays a part.
I did notice at one picture, I think Kang the Conqueror is on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
So
so he might play in it, and then also Loki. I think Loki's counterpart, which is like the girl version, may be in it too. They've been showing a little bit hints, but we don't know for sure yet. We got to wait and see.
Oh yeah, female Loki.
Mm-hmm. So
yeah, I heard about her. I don't know that much about her, but I have seen stuff on her.
Yeah.
Female Loki. I wasn't down with that when they included that in the comics. They made Loki into a woman. I did not. Nah.
Oh yeah, they did Loki into a woman.
That the only thing that like when it comes to Loki, it's the Loki from the Avengers first movie timeline, and not the Loki that got killed by Thanos.
Right.
So you talking about redo his whole character development again?
Exactly. That's what makes it interesting to me. Because we don't know which Loki we might get.
He has no relationship with
They
Thor
might change his character around. Yeah.
Be wide. I don't think it's in his country. I think it's near his country. Where Dr. Doom at. I think it's near where he's at. I don't think
they're not in Liberia.
Yeah,
I could have sworn it said Liberia. I could have sworn
everybody got the islands. Like everybody thinking like they like in Liberia, and then they thinking the end of WandaVision. Wanda was in the Wilbur something island, where King the Conqueror lives.
Yeah,
you talking about the end?
Yeah. I forgot the name of that. Wendigo Island, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like in the mountains.
That's what Kang was there.
Yeah.
Or what he becomes Kang or something.
Yeah.
He said the capital.
And I think it's gonna be funny too. Because low-key that commercial kind of had me funny with it. I mean, had me cracking up a little bit because he's basically like Owen Wilson. He's basically like, man, we know everything about you. Like we know this is how you do. And he's like, exactly. And just Loki. Just basically Loki did Loki. Yeah, right. And then he had all them papers of everything he had said and then everything he was about to say.
That's absurd.
He's like, sign this.
Sign this paper. Mm-hmm. The only thing that I'm like, I forgot.
I don't even know how many episodes it's going to be.
How about?
I hope it's more than Falcon and Winter Soldier, because Falcon and Winter Soldier is 6 episodes.
I almost forgot about that. Like after the last, I was like, oh yeah.
They got what? 2 more?
Zone. They got they got about 2 more. Yeah.
Shit, they ain't get to him getting his shield back, so
They
Yeah, I hope
definitely
he
picking
get-
it up.
I hope. Who you think gonna end up with the shield? You think Bucky gonna end up with it?
I think nobody's gonna have it at the end of the day. It's gonna be back in the possession of Sam, but I don't think it's either that or he becomes like the Falcon Captain America. Like he'll have the Falcon costume, but it's gonna be like redesigned to Captain America Stars and Stripes with the wings, looking like a bald eagle on the American dollar.
It might be Don Cheadle's character. But I don't know.
Hell nah.
That's definitely War Machine.
He's gonna be War Machine forever.
Nah,
He's
gonna be War Machine forever.
Right.
I'd rather have either Bucky or Falcon with it.
Yeah, because both of them got it in the comics.
Right. Both of them had it in the comics, right. So I really want to see the brother have it so we could have something. Sure.
Hey man, the one chick came under there, from Wakanda, man. I was like, damn, man. I kept trying to see that ass, man. A little bit. Because you remember,
that
man,
wasn't,
Wakanda.
what's her name,
that was what's her name from was it Civil War? I mean, not Civil War. Was it? Not Civil War, dude. Yeah, but remember when he first came on the scene? It was in the Captain America, the Iron Man, or was it that? No, was it that?
I think it's Civil War.
Yeah, when he was first in Iron Man, Captain America was going against Iron Man. Bro, and she had an A. I'm like, damn.
She stood there. They stood there and watched too while John Walker was getting his ass kicked.
Oh yeah. That was hilarious.
And then they shut down Bucky like with the quickness, like do. She pressed like 4 buttons, like do. Arm fell off.
Yeah, that was funny. His whole arm fell off.
That whole fighting scene was dope. The way she threw the spear at the shield, and he couldn't do nothing.
Right.
For like a good minute, I was like, that was dope.
Oh yeah,
that's pulled the El Chapo.
Right. He pulled El Chapo and walked right out of there like I'm gone.
Hey, y'all think she was trying to kill dude whenever Sam and them got involved? Because it looked like she was trying to kill that nigga with the spear. Whenever she had him.
Yeah, they was gonna take him out.
Yeah. And I was like,
no, they wasn't going to do it.
I would have been completely okay with it. I'm like, yeah,
they was like, wherever, like, they was like, you don't have, like, he was like, you don't have jurisdiction here. Wherever we are is our jurisdiction.
Oh, that's
right.
I said,
he was looking for it.
And I think she meant that. That wasn't like nothing smart. Like, she really meant that. Like,
right. You don't ever tell a black sister with no hair what jurisdiction she is.
Oh, it owes, man.
I think they got the jurisdiction of immunity, like because they're sharing the vibranium with the United States.
Right.
So they can free roam like the whole planet. Like,
but also what's his name was trying to tell him after Falcon, he was basically trying to tell him like, look, man, they do this. It's worse. So you go ahead and build your own casket. But I mean, I'm just letting you know. And then
I wanted them to take dude out, man. When he messed up,
he was like, "What did he say? I don't care." Something like that.
He messed up that whole plan with him talking to Carly and everything. He had everything under control. He just fucked everything up, and I'm like, dude.
Yeah, man. I was pissed off at that scene. I'm like, damn, if that was the white guy, he would have been like, I'm cool. He'd have sat there like everything good. Because the brother was there, I don't trust.
Right.
Y'all remember the scene whenever they went back to the crib after all that went down? And it was like him, Falcon, and Zemo. And they going back and basically they just trying to like figure what their next plan going to be. And next thing you know, who shows up? The dude, John Walker. And this boy come right in. I'm like, this is right after everything we just talked about. And he's just like, because Falcon was basically like, man, I don't know if I trust that dude, man. Something off about him.
Yeah, B. Wyatt, that was funny. He was like, they don't even have superpowers. I said, they don't need superpowers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he did say that.
That
was funny.
You can actually fight like that, dude.
Right.
To me, that was the best. Like one of the best scenes though was like the talking. Like the talking scenes be like on the same tier as the fight scenes. Like they that good. Like, where Sam had the conversation with the chick, right? And he basically like manipulated her to like say, basically call herself a dictator or whatever.
Yeah, that was
clean. She's just using them as like robots as she's, and then Falcon was like, wow, and it's like, no, I did not mean it that way.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Like, like Jedi mind tricked her, like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was
yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then he was
like he
basically
made it get emotional, basically.
Of course.
Tapped into because I mean, it basically got to the point where it was like he was basically telling like, you know, things could get worse. You're leading down a path that maybe, you know, you can't turn back from, and you're seeing it. You know, like when he's basically like once you start killing, you know, you can't get away from that.
You knew the black dude was gonna die. I knew he was. I said, "Oh, he dark too." Oh no!
Matter of time.
I didn't see that happen. I said when he hit his neck on the thing, I said, "Yo,
damn!"
I was like, "Get up, bro!"
Oh, damn! Oh, he was gonna get up.
I was like, "Oh, damn!"
That nigga done, man.
I mean,
I was like, stick the serum. He can go back and stick the serum.
You're darker
Yo, I felt that scene, dog. John was like, "Yo, get up, man! Get up, man!"
Yeah,
I knew he wasn't getting up.
I knew he wasn't getting up, bro. Once he tilted his head to the side, I'm like, "Oh yeah, he's done."
Oh yeah, he was gone. That's why. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, he darker than Anthony Mackie. They couldn't have two brothers in there smarter than the white dudes. They like, we can't do that. We already letting one lead the show. We gotta let him go. We're gonna keep Anthony Mackie here, and then we're gonna let him go. He darker than Anthony. See, Anthony a little brownish. You know, he ain't too dark, so we okay with that. I already know what happened.
Yeah, Anthony ain't got that burnt brass going on. You know what I mean?
Right.
I want to see what the reaction is going to be. Are the people going to side with what he's doing, or are they going to side against?
Was trying to run.
I think they're going to go against him, LB. I think they're going to go against him.
And if he hasn't took the serum, we know he definitely is going to take it. For sure.
He took it already. Yeah, he clearly took it.
He took it.
He took it.
Yeah, he clearly took it.
He had to take it. You saw how he bent that damn thing in the dude's
That's
hand?
what I just said. I'm like, he took it. That's an indication.
Yeah, Falcon looked at him like, "What did you do?" Like, what did you do? Because he's seen like the difference of like just in his strength and stuff. Like,
hey, my man ran that dude right off, man. After his dude got killed, man. Jumped through that window that dude was trying to run. I thought that was kind of funny. I'm like, that nigga need to be running for his life. He running like, man, he's still there.
You killed my dog.
Where you at? Oh, I
he was mad. He was like, he had all the marijuana.
Hey, you see the running scene though? My man was running slow.
He was hot.
My man was running like the
No, he wasn't running slow. That dude was running fast.
No, that dude, he was running like, wait, is he still there? I'm like, yeah, he's still there. He's mad. I'm like, you better be nigga hauling it.
No, I'm talking about Walker. I'm talking about the
Walker. Yeah, he was on the mission.
He was on his ass. He was on the mission. Killed my dog. That was his dog too. He was like, I knew he was like, I didn't do it. Don't matter. Gotta die. Guilty by association.
And I saw that blood off the shield. I said, that's a dope ass shot.
It was.
I was like, yep. That shit was hard.
That was hard. How they just stood there, posed with it a little bit. I said, ooh, gotta be clean.
As far as
he just looked at everybody like filming them. It was like,
all right. They're not gonna. Their people are not gonna side with that, dog. Because if you know Captain America's moral compass is not. That's like he has like the same moral compass as Superman in a way, truth, justice, and like sort of the American way. Plus, no killing is a part of that. So unless you have no choice but to, you know what I mean. Right. So they're not going to side with that.
Right. And even Captain America, when he got to that point, he still tried to find a way to not do it. And Superman, they would try. like real hard when they knew it's bad, but they like bump it. I gotta do it. Right. But for him to do it like that, man, he did it like cold blooded. Like he went cold. Just kept hitting him. I was like, is he gonna stop? No, he's not.
And it made it even doper that the guy that got killed looked up to Steve Rogers. He was like that's one of the guys I looked up to from Captain America. And the fact he got killed by him, I was like, man, I thought that was even kind of dope too. That he put that in there.
What? Everybody that admits they looked up to Steve. They looked up to Steve Rogers dies. Remember Agent Coulson?
Yeah, right. That is true. That is true. Everybody
that is true.
It's like, damn. So basically, I didn't look up to him because I ain't trying to die. Shoot.
Right. Agent Coulson died allegedly. If you watch Agents of Shield.
Right. That's a great way to put it.
Is that canon? Because Agent Coulson exists, I think. I think that was a body double. If you watch Agent
I think that was planned, wasn't it? Because remember Samuel was like we need
they got the Darkhold in that show too. Like that, I don't think that's canon because they got the Darkhold in that show too. Like the book look completely different from the book in WandaVision. It was weird, bro. And then they got Ghost Rider and Blade in that series. I heard
it's kind of like to me. It kind of felt like the same thing with when they did in Winter Soldier. Remember when Samuel when he was supposedly dead and gone, but really he was like in the back, and they kind of needed that type of.
He was a scroll, wasn't he?
Who?
Oh, I don't know. That's another question too.
Yeah, because remember his eye patch was on the wrong side, and remember he said that nobody called him by his name like that. Remember?
Yeah,
you talking about in the
he was a scroll for Sam and for Samuel Jackson Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The one after, not the one in Captain Marvel. The one in Captain Marvel, the real one. I'm talking about the one in the movies afterwards with the bald head and then the patch and everything.
Yeah, he was in Far From Home. He pretended to be Nick Fury the whole time because Nick Fury was on the moon working on the sword base.
Because remember they called him by his name and he don't like that. Remember he said, I think it was Captain Marvel, he said he don't like being called by his name. He only like to be called by something else.
Yeah. I never know. I didn't notice that till the end. I was like, wait a minute. Like he was a Skrull? Like, all right.
Yeah, he's a Skrull. Because he had
WandaVision?
Yeah.
I think it was a Skrull in WandaVision too.
Yeah, it was. Remember, they came to get her. They came to get her to bring her up there. Remember? They said I could take you somewhere. So she most likely might meet Samuel Jackson up there.
She's gonna be dealing with that because that's gonna lead right into Captain Marvel.
Everyone calls him Fury. Right, B. Wide. Everyone calls him Fury, but they were called. Remember, she called him Nick, I believe, and he didn't like that. He like nobody called me Nick. And then I think they called him Nick in one. I think it was in one of the Avengers or something, and he responded to it, but he didn't like that. He don't like being called Nick. So that's how I knew he was a Skrull. And then Carcino talked about it, I think, on his channel about it.
Yeah, because he was even breaking down the sandwich, the way they eat sandwich and stuff. I mean, Captain Marvel.
Right. The sandwich and all
I didn't know that either.
Different.
I was looking at the wrong person that was a Skrull in WandaVision. I think it was going to be the Asian lady. The Asian lady that Monica Rambeau was like, I got a person that's going to help me out with something. I thought it was going to be her because the head guy of that military that was trying to get into the bubble, he saying something about the aliens, like he was saying something about superpowers and aliens and something like that. And then the Asian girl just looked at him like with the face, like she was an alien or something. So I'm thinking, I thought that was going to be a Skrull.
You caught that. I actually thought that was just what it was. You kind of like, for laughters and whatever.
The
When
thing is,
when they did that, had that moment.
The thing is, Falcon and Winter Soldier, though, I don't understand, like, how's it racism when you literally just fought an army that wiped out half of the damn universe, dog?
Right.
Like, how is there still racism, dog? It doesn't make sense. Like, even if he saves the damn universe, you still can't get a brother.
Hell no. You black. Nick, you know that's why I liked it, because that's how it really would be. It's the truth. You can save the universe. You can save all of them. Like, I know who you are. Yeah, let me get your autograph, but I can't give you this loan. Sorry, you're still black. You know what I'm saying?
You know, and I still have a sort of, I still have a gripe with you guys, so.
Right. Right.
Sorry, man. Sorry.
Right. It's hard for them to put out the Spawn movie. They don't want to put that out because it's like, well, it's a guy.
No, that's in development hell. That's in development hell because Tom McFarlane wants complete control of it.
That too,
so
yeah.
he can get it right because they got it wrong the last time. Remember that?
Right.
Which one? Did you say
the
Spawn
movie?
I think if they had a better budget for it, if they had a better budget for it, it would have been straight.
Terrible.
It would have been straight with a better budget.
For at the time, I'm pretty sure if I watch it now, it would probably be like that.
Now the Spawn HBO series was a whole different story, bro. The HBO animated Spawn series?
Yeah, that went hard too.
Oh yeah, I got
that's the de facto Spawn.
That's on that HBO.
Everybody. That's the one that David. What's his name? I forgot his name. The dude that voiced the Spawn in that cartoon. Keith David. Yeah, Keith David.
David did the voice.
Like that's the Spawn. That's the de facto Spawn, dog.
Right.
They even put him in Mortal Kombat and with Keith David as the voice.
Oh, they had to, because that voice was on point. But I think the movie would have been fine if they had a bigger budget. If they had a better budget and left the character the same, then they would have been fine.
And a better storyline.
Well, I don't think the story was bad. I just think it was bad. I think it was just bad. I just think it was a bad budget because everything was straight. They had the right cast except for the white guy who was his best friend. He was black in the comic book. But they were like, oh well, we didn't want to make it too black. That's what messed it up. They were like, we didn't want to make it too black. It's like, dude, they were black characters in that. It's
talking about the assassin Al's friend, but he got hired to kill Al.
Right.
He got hired to kill Al Simmons.
Right. Yeah, what was wrong with the story? I mean, I thought the story was
storyline was.
But I mean, I ain't seen it.
The story was straight to me. What messed up was the character. And then what messed up was the budget. If they had a better budget,
I feel like the budget would have been definitely better.
It would have went way harder than it was. And then not only that, it's like he was it was like if he used his powers too much, they did it opposite in that one. When he uses powers too much, he loses a little bit of himself. In that one, they basically were like, oh, if he don't use his powers or something, he's gonna die off. So I didn't like that part either.
Wait, and then I forgot that was a thing in that movie. I forgot. I remember if he uses his power too much, ectoplasm, it's like if he uses up all of his blood, it's like a time clock, and then he gets sent back down to hell.
Right, exactly. But in this one, what they did was they were saying if he didn't use his powers, then he was gonna waste away and die. And I was like, no, that's not how it works. What the hell are you talking about? No, if he used too much of his ectoplasma, then he goes back to hell. They messed the whole thing up right there. And that's when I was like, oh, they done F-spawn up.
Then they could have did and then the cave thing had me like, come on, bro. If you imagine that they do a Spawn movie now and they get the cape right with today's CGI?
Oh, it'll be nasty.
Oh, bro, it'd be crazy. That would be like Doctor Strange's type of stuff going on.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's all his cape was like. A better version than Doctor Strange cape was basically like Spawn's cape.
And then they had him in the scene. They had him in the scene without the cape, and I'm like, what is y'all doing? The cape was a mind of his own.
Mm-hmm.
Then
So
they
that's
didn't bring in the other Spawn. Then they
had
messed
some
up
good
the
shots, too.
Violator. When they messed up the Violator, I was like, I'm done, bro.
the Violator. I thought John Leguizamo was funny as the Violator. I just thought they just had bad. I just thought it was a bad.
No. I'm not talking about the clown. The clown was straight. I'm talking about when he transformed into his demon form.
Oh yeah. They messed him up. Yeah,
And
they
then
made him look
Malboja was
ugly.
terrible. Malboja, like who?
Right.
He
Nah,
scared
boy.
me. That clown used to get to me a little bit when I was younger. I was like, damn, he kind of
He never
scary, bro.
scared me.
I was too young.
That
Then.
clown was funny. I was
Pennywise
laughing.
scared me when I was younger.
He was, but that's the thing that was tricky about him. He was funny, but he can also, do things that's kind of like, scary at times for me when I was younger. I'm like, damn, bro. So it always kind of get to me. So I'll be always watching with like let me watch it with like not like make sure I'm paying attention, because if I fall to his funniness, it'll get to me. That's how it'll get right up to me, kind of like it.
Pennywise
not on the it level.
scared me when I was younger. And Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Oh yeah,
me.
that first it. Oh my goodness.
That jump scary as
Now the first it, the TV series it, that Pennywise was spooky though, man. That was
There was another clown movie too that was scary. That was crazy.
Yeah.
There was another clown movie when I was younger too. That was crazy.
I can't front, like the new it was like on point.
Yeah,
the new one ain't shit.
Nah, the new one on point. I like the way he did his own thing with it. That was dope.
LB, you remember the library scene? The old lady just looking at the fat kid.
That got you too, HD?
Yeah, I was like,
dog, my theater was lit.
Man.
My movie theater was lit when the scene with the kid was in the dark and he turned on the light. When he backed up into the puppet.
You stole my answer. I was just
when he backed up into the puppet.
That sound effect is crazy. That almost gets me every time.
Whole room,
it
got me, bro. He got me, bro, because he opened up the cabinet. It pointed with the arrow like I'm in here. Then he opened it.
That was crazy.
He closed it. Then he popped up out of it again. I was like, dog, bro.
That was crazy.
Oh yeah, the garage scene when he popped out the damn TV. Yes, dog, that blew my mind. I'm like,
yeah. That got me.
And I didn't even a couple times. That movie got me a couple times, like 4 or 5 times, bro. I'm like,
that movie scared the hell out of me. People talk about, man, I wasn't scared. I'm like, nigga, you crazy. I was scared, bro.
2017 part 1, that was scary. Like that, like people that usually don't get scared with horror movies, they was like, dog, I got
even
caught.
the beginning of the movie when the kid meets the I didn't think they would go that far. When they took his body, the little kid, I'm like, God damn.
I wasn't expecting that. Nobody saw that coming. Him biting off
with
the
rain.
I'm real excited for Loki.
Nobody saw it.
Man, that movie scared the hell out of me, dog. I'm in that thing, and then the girl next to me, dog, I thought she died. She was like,
Hey. Hey, have y'all ever seen Carcino's reaction to? I mean, what is it when he had his reaction to the movie?
Oh, that was hilarious.
That shit was hilarious, bro.
The chick next to me, dude, I grabbed her by the arm and said, "Don't ever in your life do that shit again." I was scared, bro. I was like, "Oh shit!"
Hey, that's a real talk, bro.
Look, and then she like, You made me spill my goddamn drink. I was like, oh God, I think I'm about to die. Oh God, boy, I was so scared.
No, remember the scene in the library?
Like a roller coaster ride.
Remember the scene in the library where the kid was chilling in there, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm
like the basketball
about,
go down there. You see like the headless kid just walking down there slow.
Yeah.
And then he just booked it. Like he just stopped for a minute,
right,
playing around with the basketball for a minute, just booked it. Like, dog. Like, and then as soon as he went down, like he was running down, it caught him from the side, like he was like behind like the bookshelves.
Right.
Or something like that. Like, hello.
Like, I thought that one kid was tripping a little bit, but I understood. But I was like, nah, bro. I was right with them other kids when he was like, I'm not scared of him. I'm going after him because his brother died. And I was like, I understood that. But the other kids was like, man, fuck that. Man, you can go by yourself. I'm staying here. I was right with them. I was like, man, listen, dog.
They could not have had an all-black cast, dog. Because black people would have been like, look, baby, we lost that kid. It's time to go. You know, we can make some more. I'll make 2 more with you, man.
That was
I don't know. That one black dude, he was all about it.
That the whole theater go, oh, and then everybody grabbing their arm. I'm in the theater grabbing them all like, oh, it's gone.
What that black dude said? He said, my dad. I'm like, my dad
running around in a circle.
Like, yeah, we.
Oh my God, that was brutal.
They said the second one was Bruno. They said the second one wasn't good as the first one.
No, the first one was better, but the second one had cool.
Yeah.
Like, the thing what they did with the deadlights was cool. Because I was like, please please no Giant Spider. Like that was the main thing I was saying in part 2. And they did it in a way where it was like, oh yeah, this is hard. This is hard. The deadlights.
They told me it's long. They said it was
so
real
when people
long.
float. I was like, he shows like what he does to make them float. That's dope.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna watch that.
Even the beginning of the second one. But see, the second one was good. I just don't think it was better than the first one because I like the first one. I have
3 hours, bro. 3 hours.
Yeah, I heard it was long, and they said you feel it too.
Yeah. The only thing with the second one that I wish that they could have done more was just more kill. Like I wanted to see him really like come back with a vengeance, like coming after. I mean, that's what you get. That's what you get with the first. You know, I don't want to, because you said you're gonna watch it, but yeah, at the beginning, you'll feel the intense, but that's where I wanted to stay. I'm like, okay. Let's see where this goes. But
you know a movie low key good, man. That movie Cino talked about that Nobody, man. That big.
I didn't watch it.
Oh yeah, I haven't watched it yet.
No, I watched it, dog. I just watched it on my Fire Stick. That jump was crazy, dog.
Yeah, I gotta watch it on my Fire Stick. I gotta check it out.
Is it on HBO Max?
I think so. I think it is on HBO.
Is it on Amazon? Somebody said Amazon Prime or something. Somebody said something.
Oh, it's on Amazon Prime. I hope it ain't no $20 or something like
Yeah, that's what they're starting to do with a lot of stuff.
Disney started that concept. Like HBO Max don't do that. It's straight up free. But
free for 30. I think something like 30 days.
No, it's free, period.
I thought they said with the Godzilla, they about to put it back in theaters after, whatever how many days, and then they'll put it back in theaters. And then
I'm mad at these people talking about. I was on this one thing they talking about. Man, King Kong, man, he didn't have. I said, dude, Godzilla just got nigga. Just deal with it.
Dude, check this out, bro. Okay, look. People
the movie is trash.
LB.
Like, stop it.
Real quick. Okay. Here's my thing. Remember when I think they alluded to this in Kong Skull Island. The fact that he was still growing and all that. He grew up to damn near like almost like eye level with Godzilla. It's just that Godzilla was still bigger than him. Like people just don't understand that Godzilla was just still bigger than him, dog. He was not going to take out Godzilla, bro.
He's been around longer,
100 feet tall in Skull Island, and then he got bigger than, and he was a baby in Skull Island,
right? Yeah. Right.
So and then they aged him, and he got almost big as Godzilla in this movie. So
yeah, but he was just Godzilla. Like he had more mass.
Godzilla ain't he from he old though? Like Godzilla oldest.
Godzilla
way older.
Some years old.
Every time Godzilla go back, he goes to. They showed it in King of the Monsters, his lair, where he goes to. He goes there every time he leaves a battle because it drains him and he powers back up. That's why it takes him so many years to come back. People forget that because they never watched Godzilla. That's why I told him, dude, I grew up watching Godzilla. Godzilla was gonna win it because for one, the dude is stronger. He's much huskier than King Kong. And
that's what I'm saying. He has more mass.
Right. And he fought against a lot more competition. Dog, this dude done fought against Ghidorah, all of these guys over the years.
And nobody beats Ghidorah. Like Godzilla needed help, bro. He needed help from Rodan and Mothra.
He did. Yeah, he did need help from the Mothra, yeah.
Right. Mothra helped him, but he was holding his own, dude. He was whooping Ghidorah butt. What happened is Ghidorah grabbed the electrical charge and powered back the full mass. So that's why he started beating him. But Godzilla was giving Ghidorah the business throughout the whole movie. That's why Ghidorah got up out of there fast, because Godzilla was coming back. Then remember, he dragged him underwater. He was finna kill Ghidorah right there. It was over, and then the army messed it up. Then when he met him back in Boston, he was beating Ghidorah butt until Ghidorah, then Mothra came down. Mothra just came down to help, because Mothra's like, let's get this over with. Then Rodan took him away. Godzilla was giving him the business. Then Ghidorah's head grabbed the lightning or the electricity from that charge and powered back up. That's all that happened. But King Kong survived that fight, even with help. King Kong would have got killed.
And my thing, HD too, is like, you know, like, I just don't understand how people have this type of, you know, with Kong lost, right? But my thing is like, they both had their moments in their fights. you seen moments where King Kong was giving it to Godzilla, and you seen Godzilla just, you know, kind of overstrength the nigga, but they both had their moments.
I love that scene. That's my favorite scene in the whole movie. The scene where he roared on him, and then Kong roared back. That was the best scene in the movie, man.
Yeah, he hit him with the axe, but Godzilla got surprised by the axe. So when Godzilla was like, all right, I got you, and he came back and put in that work, it beat King Kong. And then
like when Godzilla caught Kong with that with his breath and everything, and he started smiling, I was like, yeah, it hurt, didn't it?
That was dope.
America moved, the Hollywood gave Kong like mad stuff that he never had before for decades. They aged him up, made him bigger. They gave him an axe. It's like, oh, Kong's supposed to have more reach because he has human intelligence. He should box Godzilla out. And I'm like, dude. And then they try to say that Godzilla was like, oh, like Godzilla never used his atomic breath like this. Like, he's just spamming it. Like, and I was like, I'll give them that. He was spamming it. But it was like, come on, bro.
Let's also keep it real, man. King Kong was looking for his home, man. He wasn't really looking for no fight.
His breath way too much. He shot his breath way too much.
I'm like, dude, use your tail whip. Like, he should he used the tail whip like once.
Man, King Kong was letting you know from like when they was riding on the boat that he wanted to just go home, man. He wasn't trying to do all that. They set him up kind of. They wasn't letting him know.
Godzilla he's the alpha of the earth. He the alpha. That's all Godzilla.
And that's another thing I want to bring up. In wrestling terms, Godzilla activated title belt mode.
Oh yeah.
All day. You took it to that level?
Yeah.
I did not say LB would say that.
Heavyweight champion, damn it.
I did not see him say that.
Yeah,
he is the universal champion, dog.
Yeah, I'm the head of the table.
He's Rockzilla. He's Rockzilla.
Right, I'm the head of the table.
Dog, Godzilla ran it. That's his world. He let dude, like my brother said, man, Godzilla, like, I don't need no home. Earth my home. This is all my home. This area, that, and I could go sleep or take it everywhere I want to. But he just let King Kong know, like I told all these King Kong fans, he just let you know, nigga, I run this. You are a guest in my house. Bow down. Bow. And he said, all right. And then he dropped that axe because he knew round 4 was going to be even more.
Exactly.
Now, I will say this. Godzilla, like, okay, like for the Kong fans that got mad because for some reason I'm seeing Kong fans talk about, but all the Godzilla fans completely just like at like him getting his ass whooped by Mecha Godzilla didn't happen. I'm like, what do you mean?
What you mean? Kong got his ass.
Kong was getting it too.
What you talking about?
He was tired from the fight.
Kong got that work too.
Right. Because if it wasn't for Godzilla's breath, they would have both died.
If it wasn't for the human beings, if it wasn't for the humans interfering with the computer and shutting them down for a couple seconds, and then on top of that, Godzilla helped them out with the atomic breath on the axe.
Exactly.
So you got your win. You got your win with Mecha.
Exactly. The atomic. I mean, his ass is powered by the atomic breath.
Mecha was getting busy though. Mecha was wild in this.
Oh yeah, Mecha was shooting missiles, flying.
I told you that might have been the most
I'm like, man, this
disrespectful
fucking
move,
robot
man.
right here, man.
That
I'm
dude
like,
he was
bro,
trying to
so
pull on
somebody get
Godzilla.
Godzilla, bro. It's like throwing the damn towel.
Right, for real.
I mean, Godzilla just getting his ass handed to him. He's just ramming his face in the buildings and shit. I'm like, oh my god.
Warner Bros. Make sure they had their Superman moment. Because King Kong came out of nowhere and was like, save the moment.
Now, I wish
he was about to get killed.
Now, at the end of the movie, I wish they would have confirmed that Hollow Earth will be called Monster Island. They should have said that in the movie. Like,
well, we know it's gonna be Monster Island, probably. If you know it, like if you a regular fan, yeah.
Right.
And when those humans got chased by those crabs, my theory is that they're gonna go to Boston where the oxygen bomb landed in King of the Monsters, and they're gonna molt together to become Destroyer.
Man, I hope they do a MonsterVerse, dog. Because I was watching these fake things they had up. They had these fake MonsterVerses Phase 2 up, talking about Rodan, Kong, and then Godzilla 3 and all that. I said, man, if that go down, my money gonna be gone.
It is a MonsterVerse because so far you had Godzilla.
No, it is
Kong, Skull Island, and then Godzilla, King of the Monsters, and then this.
They're talking about making a Phase 2 where they're gonna have a Rodan movie and all of this stuff, and then King Kong, and then Godzilla, and then Mothra. Mothra having its own movie.
Yeah, if anybody need to get a movie, can we please bring in Gamera? Like, come on,
I'm
bro.
telling you, man, they just not giving my boy Gamera no love.
Like, people know who Gamera is. Like, friend of all children.
Right.
And then, if you have what was it? There's like apparently Warner Brothers did consider doing a mesh up between the Monsterverse and Pacific Rim. That's gonna be in the same universe. They're gonna say
pretty cool.
Now, my theory with that, if they do that, the best way I feel like they can bring them in is like, we dealt with them in another area or another planet or whatever, wherever they was at. And we have the technology to help you to fight these monsters. We'll help you build something. And then like the surprise will be Jet Jaguar.
That'll be good.
That's a theory.
That's a good theory.
Yeah.
They make him less goofy.
Please.
Like make him more modern.
Right.
Yeah, I was just getting into this other show, The Witcher, that I heard Cena was talking about is really good.
Oh, based off the video game? Based off the PlayStation game?
Is it good?
I never seen.
No, I'm only like one episode in, so I can't even, but it's a build up, so it has a lot of layers. Like definitely they're setting up a lot of layers that I'm liking.
Okay.
Where I think it's gonna come into a good show. It's just I'm only at the beginning, so I'm more intrigued in seeing where this is gonna go, like how they're gonna like pace this show, because I think they're setting up something that's gonna be like I think the pacing is gonna be very interesting on this show, where it's gonna be like it's probably gonna be one of them good shows, but I gotta see how things play out because they got a lot of things setting up for the show. But I mess with it though. And I usually don't mess with that type of stuff.
I hope Henry Cavill good, man. They made him too stiff in the Superman, so I'll watch it.
I like her. You know how I feel about Henry Cavill. Like he has potential.
Yeah, he's
LB
he messing up.
I mess with Henry Cavill. I have no problem with him.
He has the look of Superman. Everything about him is like, dude. Rock said,
I just don't think he's better than Brandon Routh. I think Brandon Routh is a better version.
He's not that good to me. LB like everything opposite of everybody. He opposite.
I love Christopher Reeve is the best Superman period. We all know this.
Of course. Like, that's not even a comparison. Christopher Reeve started it off.
But when Carsino, whoever I was talking to,
that's like
Ralph over Henry Cavill.
That's like Linda Carter.
Over every what? Oh, Henry
Ralph. I'll take Ralph over
I don't
him.
like Ralph.
Ralph
I never liked that movie.
I like the movie.
I was like, come on,
I mean, when the movie was supposed to set up a sequel,
dude, it was better than Man of Steel. Man of Steel was real slow, and then when they got to the fighting scenes was whack to me.
But people love that movie's controversial because there's people that love that movie and there's people that don't like that movie. I'm on the side of not like that movie.
Casual fans
I don't like that movie.
Yeah, people love
casual fans like that movie more than the real fans.
I think casual fans don't like that movie, and the Superman fans like that movie.
What fans? I've been seeing? Hell no. My
what I've been seeing from YouTube.
I'm a Superman fan, and I wouldn't fuck with that movie, dog. I'm a Superman fan. I wouldn't fuck with that movie.
I like Batman versus Superman.
No,
not everything in that movie was bad. Not
everything. I didn't like Lois Lane in there. Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor was trash.
That was how they designed Doomsday.
I didn't like Lois Lane. Lois Lane was annoying. She destroyed that movie.
Lois Lane in the damn movie.
She destroyed that movie. But that movie, HD, Batman vs Superman, I'm like, I can't. There was only too much cameo in that movie.
There was two things they messed up
for me.
Lois Lane and I think they killed off Jimmy Olsen in the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, this lady,
I can't really remember the movie.
It's like I don't understand what they. It's like they're basing Superman's humanity around Lois Lane, and it's like, like he does not need her at all. Like he already had that, but you know what I mean from his upbringing.
I thought she was straight in this one. I didn't mind
where they break up, right? They could have put in a movie where they break up, and then he's dating Wonder Woman for a while.
Yeah.
But I see that they're going to go the route of the route that I prefer, Batman and Wonder Woman.
Oh my God!
That's the route I grew up on.
No.
From the Justice League 2000.
I know what you're talking about. No,
I grew up on that version, and that's Batman and Wonder Woman.
Gosh, they don't even go together, bro. That doesn't make any sense, bro.
Because Batman is the goddamn Batman. You know,
it don't even freaking make sense, bro. Bro.
You don't need a reason. He's the goddamn Batman.
Okay, don't mean shit. So what?
Wait, what relationship you talking about? You talking about Batman and Wonder Woman?
Yeah, from the cartoon.
Oh yeah. And from the movie.
There's people who I want. I want her girl in there.
I don't know what y'all seen.
Sound like you want a romance,
bro.
I'm just kidding.
Garbage, terrible Superman.
No, you see
me off.
That doesn't even fucking make sense at all. Batman and Wonder Woman. No,
I like that they would pick it up at the end. I wish they could pick up from the end and continue that whatever that movie was going to.
Man, Superman and Wonder Woman
with the Joker and Batman. I was like, that shit's dope.
That's all that was injustice, really. At the end,
with
Superman going bad.
Jared Allen.
Superman and Wonder Woman are they're meant for each other, dog. They're the Adam and Eve of comics, bro. Why? Well, come on.
Dog, that's too overpowered, dog.
I don't give a fuck. I don't care about that. Overpowered. This shit's out of here.
Man,
they had a kid. He'll be like Gio.
Man, I don't care about
that. Y'all want to see the Zack Snyder version? Would y'all be interested in seeing the Zack Snyder?
The Zack Snyder version
Superman.
The Zack Snyder version is great.
I want to see that.
He explained what happened. He explains everything that was going to happen.
In the Batman vs Superman?
The whole Batman Junior thing, but that that's really Superman's kid as Batman. Like, that would have been crazy, bro.
Man, I ain't wanted to have that, man. That's too much Maury shit and Jerry Springer. No.
No. That's his kid, but Superman sided with, got control with the anti-life equation and all that. And it would have been like the way Zach was going to do it. I was like, dog, they had to go with the.
He talks about it. You said he talks about it. Like you said, Zack Snyder talks about it or something.
I think comicbook.com or one of those websites explained it through Zack Snyder's vision. I think Zack Snyder explained it in what his vision was going to be. Way better than
I'm sure anything could have been better.
What's his name? The dude who made the first Justice League?
Oh, Josh Whedon. Well, Josh Whedon tried to make it like Marvel, dog, and you can't make DC like
Man, he
Marvel.
couldn't even make Marvel look like Marvel. Them X-Men movies was
Yeah,
trash.
that Batman versus
Yeah,
Superman, I just can't get jiggy with that. I mean, not jiggy,
But I
but it
will
wasn't
say
that
this,
bad.
But
But it
though.
was like,
What messed X-Men up was you made Cyclops a side character, and I'm like, dude, Cyclops was the leader. He was the head dude in charge. Wolverine was the side character.
And I love Wolverine, but no, bro.
Yeah,
what about the movie Wolverine? Well, I heard a couple people say they love that movie, the Wolverine movie.
No, the Wolverine movie was good.
Yeah, the Wolverine movie was
saying,
straight.
Which
The
one?
X-Men movie,
I know
so,
which one. You talking about Logan?
But Wolverine wasn't.
Yeah, I think that's the
you
word.
talking about Logan.
Yeah, Logan.
Wolverine wasn't like that main character. It was Cyclops.
Cyclops was the leader of the X-Men.
Wolverine did his own thing. Wolverine always did his own thing until Charles Xavier be like, "Hey, we need you." Like
exactly, right.
But Cyclops like was running the team.
Yeah, right.
But I will say this when it comes to by the way, with Josh Whedon, right? You saw the controversy that's been going on, right?
No.
With Sam Fisher telling like what was going on behind the scenes and what he been saying to like him and like other people. Gal Gadot came out and talked about her situation where he basically, it sounded like he casted couched her.
What do you mean?
Like a Me Too type of situation. So
basically, she had to give it up to get in the movie.
Right? Yeah, he's bragging about like he had he had his way with her or whatever. Because I guess they had like a
she
he had like an estranged relationship with her.
Yeah.
And apparently she was the one that was like, and apparently she was the one that was like, I guess she knows the Wonder Woman character, and like other people siding with her, like change this and this and this because you're trying to make Wonder Woman like what she's not or whatever. And he was like, I could turn around and make you look real stupid in this movie and end your career or whatever. So read the damn lines.
Oh, the blackmail. The black bullshit.
She's gonna read these damn lines. I was like, and she basically and that's where you got Wonder Woman looking hella weak in 2017's Justice League.
You don't really want to know what I was about to say, HD. I was about to say one of them what do you say? Come in, itch.
Oh yeah.
What's his name from West Side Gun?
Oh yeah.
Come in, itch.
That's my dog. West Side Gun is mean. That is a pimp for real.
That definitely is.
Your ussy taste is sweet as. It tastes sweet
Every time I listen to that quote, I think he ain't. I'm like, man, dog, you screwed as hell for that, bro.
That's a pimp. West Side don't care. West Side tell the man, bend over, bitch, take it.
Cause he just tell her how he really feel. Like, man, forget all this love shit, bro. Bring that thing.
West Side don't come with no bars. My dog just tell you how he feel. That's it.
Yep.
You get a 16. Yep. You might just get an 8-bar verse. Like this how I feel. Done.
And you know that beat gonna be smacking, so you know that shit gonna be fire. Cause he be having hardest beats, man.
The hardest beats.
Hardest. He just had like 2 songs he just released. I was like, man, I'm definitely messing with like both of them.
Did you hear that?
I'm like, man.
Did you hear that Belly song with Benny the Butcher that came out?
No, I haven't heard it yet, but I heard about it.
No, Benny was snapping.
Benny always.
That's surprising.
Belly was going in too.
Snapped on that No Plugs too. I mean,
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. My favorite song on that No Plugs I'm at too is Live By It.
Mine's I like them all.
West Side got the best ad-libs. I be over there crying, laughing.
No instructions in mine.
Stupid. Right. He sounded like the whole gun shop at your house.
Boop, 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 boop. Like West Side Gun, and like I gotta be like a mental, like I have to have my full mental to be prepared for him because sometimes he annoys me.
Man,
He
hell no.
annoys me because he sound like
I
1992,
listen to
bro.
West
He sound
Side
like a
Gun
1992
any
rapper. I'll be
day.
like, bro.
Man, West Side Gun is that he got that voice, dog. That voice
Yeah.
killing
Like
it.
it aggravates. I don't know why. Like when I first heard him, because Maul used to play him a lot on the like on Joe's podcast. I was like, bro, like his voice, like he irritates me sometimes. It's like, oh, but if you give him the right beat, like I was like, okay, that's fine.
See, I used to think like when I first heard him, I was like, man, he's annoying me, and the reason why is because he would get
That
these great beats, and
1992
I'm like, man.
1992 song, bro. Like,
West Side
bro.
Gun, I said, oh, he got it.
See, it took me some time to get used to it because I was used to Benny and Conway, so I didn't know Westside like that. I
Man,
know of him, but I
Conway,
didn't know
Conway,
him
yeah.
like that. As
but
Conway the
Benny, I
murderer.
don't know.
Conway's the
do
murderer
too.
with the bars. Benny to me could translate more over commercial. He could be more commercial than Conway.
He
Conway
knows how to do modern day songs and old school. Like he knows how to spit like a 2000. Well, he's like 36 or something like that. But he knows how to rap like a 2000s rapper. Knows how to adapt to today's rap.
But he fits perfect with the group too, though.
Songs.
Like when they all go together, he fits perfect with them.
Yeah, right. He rapped with Mulatto and Cash Doll record. Like,
Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels, that shit is hard.
Speaking of that,
yeah, I mess with that.
Yeah, night one of WrestleMania is right. It's like I think it's going on right now. Yeah, it's going on right now.
I heard WrestleMania is like 2 nights now. I was like, what?
Yeah, I said night one is right now. It's today and tomorrow.
I'm like, we're going back to that terrible WrestleMania 2 format.
Yeah. I'm mad that they promoting this game tonight. The Lakers and Nets, and they could be promoting other games.
Nobody's gonna watch. Well, if you don't watch WrestleMania, then it doesn't matter.
Right.
But
I ain't watched the NBA in a minute, bro. But I like what you was spitting though, HD. You and your boy Kraken earlier, or was about the NBA. I like what he was putting down. How he was talking about like how everybody's like. I mean, he was basically saying like a lot of these guys are point guards. How they use the ball a lot, like how the ball's in their hand majority of the time.
Yeah,
like
he
90%.
was saying, yeah, he was.
I was with him.
He basically was saying that he feel like guys like Michael and Bron and all these guys, they get way too much credit because he's a Magic guy. He's a Magic, a Kareem, and a Wilt guy. Those are his guys. He didn't like Michael because he was a bad player. Mike's a great player. You know, greatest of all time. Wherever you got him, he's great. He just didn't like Mike because of like the politics for Mike, and then Mike used to have the ball all the time, and he don't like how this guy over here do the same thing Mike do, but they try to make him like he's a gunner, he ain't good, but Michael's this prolific scorer. He don't like politics like that. He like everything to be equal. If you say this guy's an a-hole and this guy acting the same way as this guy, then they both a-holes. Don't try to this guy better than what this guy is. And plus, he like the Dominique. He's a Dominique guy too. He don't like Dominique. They used to diss Dominique to build Mike up a lot of times. He didn't like that. So that's why he don't really like Mike like that. And he's a Laker fan too. He's a Laker guy. So he don't like Boston. He hate Boston. He glad Boston sucks.
Same here. Yeah, we same
he don't like Tatum. He hate Jason Tatum. He like this dude is trash. He don't like Tatum.
But I like the way he and basically you was like agreeing on like, you know, like how like everybody kind of like view like LeBron into like a small forward, and you guys are like, yo, like we kind of like view him as a point guard.
What's up, Uncle Frank?
Like, you know, you don't really see him like that. You see him as like a guy who's like, you know, has the ball in his hands and kind of like, you know, that's his game is like the point guard.
He was just saying that LeBron, that's what I'm trying to tell people. People think we just talk like this because we listen to Cino. Nigga, My brother ain't like
watch
LeBron
these games. Like,
he didn't like LeBron, and because in 03, nigga, we was in high school. We graduated 03 high school. So we watched LeBron since he was LeBron our age. He around our age. He 36, 37. He around our age. So we know LeBron. We've watched LeBron our whole life. And LeBron James has always had good teams. We watched Cleveland grow from the team that was bad to then they were good. And then the next year with Paul Silas, they were this close to get into the playoffs. We watched them. Them guys around him were balling. And then Paul Silas just got fired. And he did some interview talking about, well, I wasn't surprised he got fired. And me and my brother looking like, the fuck you mean you ain't surprised? Dude, he had you over 500. You know, you just gonna get rid of the brother man like that, and then they go get this.
Even the white dude.
They went to go get Mike Brown. He wasn't even that good.
Overseas
so it was
coach.
like, right. So I'm saying
Remember?
I watched this guy, and we used to watch him. All he could do is one thing. That's dominate the ball, run people over. He'll get to his spot. He'll get to the free throw, try to shoot the mid range. He bricked because he wasn't really that prolific of a scorer at that time. He was still young. So when he lost his first finals, nobody blamed him. We was like, man, he's young. You know what I'm saying? He'll get better. But each year, he wasn't getting better. He was still staying the same. And me and my brother, like, we couldn't watch him. Like, we literally could not watch him. Like, we see if Kobe was on or D Wade or Dirk or KG. Well, no, he ain't like KG. He hate KG too. So,
because he played in Boston.
Yeah, Rasheed
Nah,
Wallace.
I think wasn't he with I thought I was gonna say is this the Garnett that was with Minnesota? You said in 03? Was this Garnett with the Minnesota? You said this in 03?
Yeah,
around these times.
No, in 03, we saw him that year. We knew what was going on. It was the same year when Kobe came in. Everybody was promoting Kobe. We were Allen Iverson guys. Because we watched what he just did to Ray Allen in the tournament. He just all over Ray Allen. So I told everybody, that guy is the best one. Like I told everybody that everybody gonna try to say, man, everybody hopped on Iverson's stick after he crossed Jordan. I was on Iverson way before that. I was on him when he was rocking the Concords at Georgetown. I told everybody, this nigga is a killer. He is the best player in college. And everybody talking about, no, but what about Ray Allen? I'm like, man, F Ray Allen.
My brother, he was a huge T-Mac fan, bro.
Yeah, I love
He was
T-Mac.
a huge T-Mac fan. You couldn't tell him nothing.
Yeah, T-Mac from the crib. T-Mac right from Auburndale. He right down the road from us. It's
my
only
brother
like
begged my brother begged my mom to get his jersey.
Yeah, so dog, we knew about T-Mac. I knew T-Mac was nice because we watched him in high school. We went up there and saw him. We knew he was nice. And that's why I told people I wasn't surprised when T-Mac did what he did. T-Mac was a beast. In high school, he was a beast. That's why he went from high school to the pros. He just didn't play his first year because they didn't play guys like that who just came out of high school or college their first year. They didn't play him like that unless you were Allen Iverson, where you had experience, and they was like, all right, we got to put him out there. You know, so that's what I'm saying. T-Mac always was nice, and then we saw these guys. That rookie year, LeBron played Melo, and D Wade was killing his whole year. Because that's what we found out about D Wade, because we're not from Chicago, we're from Florida, so we didn't see Marquette games. We saw either Florida State or Syracuse, because Syracuse played Miami a lot. So we knew Carmelo. I knew Melo was a beast. I said, oh, that nigga raw. With the braids.
I saw Carmelo too, but I didn't. Man, it was that's when I used to be kind of a LeBron fan. I ain't even going front. Like I was like, when he first came, because I didn't know too much about him. I just knew all this hype he had behind him. So I was like, okay, let me see what he's about in this first game.
No,
he did all the dunks.
It was Melo and Akeem Warwick. They were killing everybody in the tournament. Nobody could stop them two. They were killing everybody. Melo was posting them up. Akeem would be doing the dunks. Akeem was dunking on everybody. He was everything. I was like, all right, this dude nice. This team raw. So then when Melo came, Melo was killing out there in Denver. Because I told everybody, I said, man, Melo gonna win Rookie of the Year. Until that nigga from Chicago came, I was like, oh man, this nigga in Miami is balling. He just dunked on everybody. And he about 6'3". I was like, this nigga about 6'2", 6'3", just cats off the vert.
That 2003 drive.
Yes.
That 2003 drive. A lot of people.
I knew about Bosch. Bosch was at Georgia Tech. He was giving Duke, North Carolina. He was giving all of them the business. He had a nasty post game. He was backing them up, unshaped, wet, killing cats. So that's what I'm trying to tell people. Bosch was always raw. I don't know why people think, oh, he's a Hall of Famer. Yes, he's a Hall of Famer. That nigga is raw.
Because a lot of people didn't know about him before. People that didn't watch basketball didn't know about him before Toronto. Toronto, he got busy. His numbers went down when he went to Miami.
Yeah, I feel bad people don't know that. If you don't know that,
and then they used him as the scapegoat for the losses. It was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, but LB, what was you going to say about the 2003 draft, though? You was going to say something about that?
Yeah, you want to say something.
The 2003 draft is like, dude, like, LeBron, we like all knew LeBron was coming. It was like, cool, like, okay, dude come out of high school. All right, we was like, cool, but we all knew like Melo was going to be the guy. Like, everybody said Melo, but I was the only one that argued to that. I said, I think Dwayne Wade is going to get a chip before both of them.
That's something. I give you credit for that.
But to me, I didn't know about D Wade. The only guys I knew about, and this is because we didn't watch Marquette games. I knew about Chris Bosh. I knew Bosh was gonna be that dude, and I knew Melo was gonna be that dude. And I said, whoever the two go to, I said they are going to change their life now. I didn't know about D Wade until I saw Summer League, and then I saw the game. I saw Summer League. He was balling. I said, all right, this dude look good. I didn't know him. And then when he played with Miami, I don't know who he dunked on. This nigga took off, nigga, damn near from the free throw and just caught that. I said, oh, that nigga a problem.
I didn't watch Marquette games either. I based everything on those first couple of months of him in the league.
Oh yeah.
That's and I said, I don't know about y'all, but I think he gonna get a ring before Melo.
I felt that way too. I said,
a lot of people say Melo. Like I'm like, I hear you. Like I love Melo too, but I hear you. But
no, that season,
I don't know, bro.
D Wade, I think D Wade might have won that, dog, because D Wade was killing, dog. Then they made the playoffs. Remember, he dunked over Jermaine O'Neal. He just did it nasty. He palmed that bit, and Jermaine tried to block it. He said, "Get down, nigga." Eddie Jones was like this. Eddie Jones was running down court like.
I think the best dunk Wade did, I think it was in 2009, where he did that spin around dunk and yanked it on the whole team. I think it was the Pacers.
Your voice messing up, Andrew. Yeah, LB.
He came back from injury.
Andrew, your voice
came back from injury. He dunked his lip.
Oh, my bad. There you go. Good now.
Yeah,
good.
Yeah, my phone on fire. But I said I like the one where he came back from his injury.
Oh, his phone blew up. Oh, but Andrew back. I thought your phone blew up. I'm about to be like, oh no, we got a fatality on the live.
God damn.
Hey LB, we're gonna have a fatality on the live.
It's over, bro.
Yeah. He said it's over.
Man, Cap
my shit going off.
Shield on the damn phone, dog.
Right. Yeah, man. But that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Andrew. Yeah, he knew. My brother though, like he watched the game like all us do. He didn't everything Cino say, this dude say it, and he don't be on the internet like that. He be chilling. He say everything Cino say before Cino be saying it. He like, no, LeBron ain't nothing but a big point guard. He said it. They just don't call him a point guard because he would probably be in the top 15 because all these other guys are point guards. So, and he got mad because he was like, James Harden, man, should be number one. Dog, he the best point guard in the league. He the best. Like y'all can hate, but he been on Harden bandwagon forever. So he knew about Harden before everybody. He said Harden was gonna ball when he went to Houston when they traded him from OKC. He said Harden gonna be raw. Watch what I tell you. And he was right. Harden turned out better than what I thought. Voice messing up. Drew, you sound like
get the iPhone 12.
Fire, man.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, LeBron played right away, Chris, but dog, LeBron was struggling because they had him at the 2 guard at first. He couldn't shoot, so then they was like, all right, we're going to throw you at the point. They put him at the point. Him and Ricky Davis was about to fight. Ricky Davis was going to beat his ass because every game, Ricky Davis trying to get the ball. This dude still got the ball in his hand. It's the same thing with Iverson and Jerry Stackhouse that happened. It's the same exact thing.
Right.
It was the same thing between them because I watched the game. That's why I tell people was like, man, his teams in Cleveland was trash. And I start thinking, no, they weren't. What are you talking about? I watched them. They was winning damn near 50-some 60 games. He was trash. He was trash down the stretch because I forgot what game it was. Yeah, it was the Pistons game, Nick. Before Cino talked about McDice, my brother said that. He was like, and he just brought it up. He said, man, you remember when they kicked McDice out the game for no damn reason? I said, damn, my boy Cino said the same thing. He like, yeah, that big kicked him out. He was shutting that punk down, dog. He was hot.
Shutting that punk.
He was rolling up a Duhan hot. We almost spilled everything everywhere. He was like, man, that's still pissed because we wanted it to be we wanted to run back. We wanted the Pistons and Spurs again. We wanted that to run back because the last one was raw. The last thing they had was raw. Right. So that's the thing. So that's what I'm saying. Like we watch these things. Dalcino ain't the reason why we know we been on this shit. Like people, my boy blocked me on Facebook because I used to ride him about LeBron back in 05 and 06, dog. He blocked me on Facebook. We went to high school together. He blocked me on Facebook because he couldn't take it because we was killing him. We like, nigga, you thought you said he better than Kobe. This nigga ain't better than Kobe. Man, we was giving him the business. We said, nigga, what he did in this game? He did. He talk about what
I can
Kobe
only
lost.
imagine.
Yeah, he was like, Kobe lost. I said, yeah, Kobe lost, but guess what? That nigga got to the finals. What that nigga did? He ain't get there. We were killing him, dog. He blocked everybody. He blocked me, my other boy, my other dog. He blocked all of us, dog. All of us got blocked. He said, if y'all say one more thing about LeBron, I'm blocking all y'all. I said, man, you in your page. LeBron suck. All of us blocked. That motherfucker blocked me. He blocked me.
Hilarious.
Yeah, that Cedric Entertainer moment when he's in barbershop.
Hilarious.
He's like, say one more thing about Jesse Jackson.
Let me ask y'all this question. Okay, so between these two draft classes, which one do y'all think was the best draft class overall? Which one do y'all think was more talented between 1984, the 1984 NBA draft and the 1996 NBA draft?
96.
Oh man.
And I did look at the 84 for the past little bit.
I said 1984 or 1996.
96 was a lot more deeper to me. 84, I think the front end of 84. I think 84, the front end was a little better because you had a team, you had Mike, you had Charles, John Stockton. Didn't he get picked in the top 10 or 11?
He was 16th, but yeah.
Yeah, 16th. Right.
Kevin Willis. You had Alvin Robertson. Right. Who else you had? Stansbury.
Yeah, you have some good players, but you go to 96. Woo.
Man, but 84 was deep too because he just mentioned Willis, Robertson.
Yeah, but I saw that 84. I was
Sam Perkins, Otis Thorpe, Leon Wood.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw that too. I saw that same list. I was like, man, but then I looked at the 96. I was like, whoa. I was like, man, it's not even.
Kobe,
Bro,
McGrady.
look at that roster.
Ray
Oh
Allen.
my God. Just go to the roster.
T-Mac was in 97. T-Mac was in 97.
T-Mac 97. What Garnett?
Yeah, 97.
T-Mac was 97, right.
Just go to that roster. Just go to that roster, man.
No, Garnett was 95.
Yeah, Garnett was 95.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
96, man, was wrong because you had Steve Nash and Kobe. They was right next to each other. Harry
Kittle. You get past them, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Allen Iverson.
It's crazy, bro. Because after you get past the first.
Allen Iverson,
the first.
Camby, Sharif Abdul-Rahim. I'm going in order right now. Stephon Marbury, Ray Allen, Antoine Walker, dog.
Oh, God.
Renson Wright, Kerry Kittle,
Hold on, let me pull up this 94 draft real quick, man, because 84 draft class was sick.
No, 84 was straight, but it's their front, like you mentioned that first, like it's their front, like when you get Jordan, all those guys, like the first 5 or 6, and then like there's a couple of them that he mentioned after those that was there, but 96, it's almost like you really can't even miss.
Yeah, what's the name was a bust?
Sam Bowie.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bowie was a bust.
Because he always used to get hurt. Yeah.
I mean, but he don't really count, dude.
Yeah, he count.
Was in there.
Go hold that against him.
Jerome Kersey was in this.
Yeah, Jerome Kersey. Yeah.
Wait a minute. What? Where? Hold on.
Yeah, Jerome Kersey was number 46. I forgot.
I didn't go there. Jerome Kersey.
Nice one.
Jerome Kersey.
He was in there. That was my guy.
You said who?
Mm-hmm.
Jerome Kersey.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot he was big.
I forgot he was there too. Yeah.
And he played with the Blazers too.
He played with the Blazers.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was saying, the front part was on point. Let me see the 96 because I gotta remember. Again 96 because they doing something on it today. I mean tomorrow. Right? They doing it.
On 96. Yeah.
Is that the closest y'all? That might be.
I don't know, man. I might have to go 96 because Tony Bell's in there. Paige Stojakovic. Was straight.
Fam, that's what I'm telling y'all.
So Drew DeSilgauskas was in this.
And you had Othello Harrington. You had Randy
Eric Fisher in there.
Malik Rose.
That's
dog.
Man, it's loaded, fam.
96 had them problems.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I had
Kerry Kittles, Antoine Walker, God rest the dead, Lorenzen Wright, Samaki Walker, Todd Fuller was decent. He won all that, but he was a good role player. Nash, Delk. You had John Wallace. Jermaine O'Neal was in it. Oh, man, I got to go 96, dog. I forgot 96.
Listen, I had this same conversation I was going to have with Carcino. Then I looked at the 96. I said, "Oh my gosh, man!" I was like, "Oh, I see why people say 96." I said, "Never mind."
Problems, dude.
It's ridiculous, man.
And it's the back. That's what I'm saying. 84, the top half, they nice, but
you can't compare that.
96 Raw was the bottom half along with the top half and the middle. You had killers everywhere, so you couldn't really go wrong.
Yeah,
because I didn't think Kobe was gonna be the best one. I didn't think he was gonna be the best one out the whole draft. I thought it was gonna be.
What year did Paul Pierce go?
Paul Pierce didn't go till like 99 or 2000.
Oh, okay, yeah, I thought so. I was like, man, I know he was 96.
Paul Pierce in Kansas. He was killing in Kansas because everybody was promoting that white boy. What's his name? Raef LaFrance. They was talking about LaFrance, and I was telling them, no, it's that number 34, man. It's Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce is the guy.
Yeah, Paul Pierce got drafted in 1998. Paul Pierce got drafted in 1998.
Yeah, 98. Ain't that when Ben Carter came out? He was in the same draft as Carter.
The same one as Vince Carter, Antoine Jameson, and Dirk Nowitzki.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because Antoine Jameson and Carter got traded. Remember, Vince Carter went to the Raptors, and then Jameson went to Golden State. Yeah, I remember that draft.
That young Dirk, people sleep on that young Dirk a little bit. I'm like, man, he was quick.
Jason, what?
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, that draft. White Chocolate was in there.
Yeah, Jason Williams and Mike Bibby was in the draft.
98 was low key nice, dog. People forget about 98. 98 was low key straight.
Al Harrington was in this draft too.
Ooh, that was my guy. Al Harrington, he's so underrated. He was so. If he played in this era, like Steve Jackson said the other day, he would dominate. Yeah, remember Al Harrington? He could play the inside and the outside, and he could guard the big
man. I remember Al Harrington.
Harrington was a monster.
Yeah, he brought so much to a team. Like he was really a player.
Charles Lewis is in this draft. Who else?
Yeah, I'm going with 96, Nick. I know you went with 84.
I ain't going with 84. No, I asked. I got 96 too. I just asked y'all.
I gotta go with 96, dog, because that back end. And then I forgot Marcus Camby compared to Sam Bowie. Marcus Camby was way better.
Wait a minute.
The Camby man.
Was there another big man on that 96? Was Ben Wallace or somebody on there on that 96?
Ben Wallace went undrafted.
No, but Ben Wallace, yeah. He went undrafted that year. He was in 96.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, dog, it's crazy. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
96 was crazy. That's what I'm saying. I kept arguing with people. People trying to say 84. I said 84. Y'all top half was nice, but the whole 96
Hall of Famers. Yeah.
Man, the whole 96 draft is monsters. Like we had that dude, Kobe, arguably the best player in the draft, was picked 13th?
13th.
What's up, Steve? Like 13th he was? Am I right?
13th.
Yeah, he picked 13th, and then you had Steve Nash go 15th. You had Pager go 14th. So imagine those three guys turned out to be some of the coldest. Pager was killing in Sacktown. Tony Delk was underrated. People forgot about Tony Delk. And I'm like, dude, Delk was nice from Kentucky. What's up, Steve Alexander? I'm like, dude, we know basketball. I be trying to tell these people, man. What's up,
brother? Christian Edwards, what's happening?
What's up, man?
Christian,
what's good?
Christian, what's going on?
Christian, what you think about it so far? Go ahead. I know you got a lot to say.
He got his screen face going. He been waiting on this one.
Man, oh my God, man! I saw you. Hey, man, I saw you on live, and I was like, "Hold on, let me get on here before I start watching WrestleMania, because WrestleMania on right now, so it's going crazy."
Watching it right now.
Yeah, WrestleMania on.
Yeah.
You know what? I got stuff going right now. You know what? Hold on.
But before I even get there, bro, let me tell you about it. WrestleMania, I was like, man, it's gonna be garbage. Man, I don't know. The fans then sparked up them dudes at WrestleMania. The promos is crazy right now.
Bro, I gotta see.
But Falcon and Winter Soldier going crazy, man. Did you see episode 4? I ain't hear nothing. I ain't.
We talked about it.
Yeah, you was right, Christian. You said, man, make sure you watch episode 4. You told me that. I watched it, dog. It was epic.
Crazy.
The ending was crazy.
What you think about it, Christian? What's your thoughts on it?
Tell us about it, Christian.
Look, shout out to Disney for Disney. I want Warner Brothers.
Christian will never do that.
I want Warner Brothers to see this. This is how you do it, Warner. Disney is supposed to be the company that cares about Mickey Mouse and all that, and they let Marvel do gore. They let them be them. And Warner Brothers shows you how garbage Warner Brothers is. This right here shows you Disney Plus just said, screw you. You said we can't go dark. They said, oh, really? Bet. Marvel, do what you gonna do. And Marvel, they did exactly what they. I have that comic book. It's at my mom's house. I had the comic book that they did it from, and this episode, man. Like I said, man, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. This is the best Marvel content that they have put out. I mean, I love every Marvel thing they do, except for Thor and Iron Man 3. I mean Iron Man 2. And
let's not forget about Thor 2, The Dark World.
Oh, I thought y'all was going to mention the one.
Yeah, that too. Yeah,
that was the worst.
That's the
worst
movie. That's the worst Marvel movie. Period.
That's the worst one.
That's the worst. Hey man, look, that movie's up there with Fantastic Four. And I'm sorry, I watched the Fantastic
No. I'm just counting MCU stuff. I'm counting MCU stuff. Thor: The Dark World's the word, and I put Iron Man 3 like right next to it. Like,
oh God, awful. Captain Marvel too. Captain Marvel first 21 minutes.
But Captain Marvel is not bad compared to
Marvel was straight.
Captain Marvel was bad, but it wasn't.
Yeah, for the first 21 minutes.
Not to the tier of Iron Man 3 and Dark World.
Iron Man 3,
it was pretty bad.
Well, I didn't like Captain Marvel.
Iron Man 2 was a little bit.
No, it's 2. The 2 was bad, not 3.
Yeah, I thought 2. Yeah, I thought 2 was bad. 3 was 3.
Man, 2. No, what was that one? They had all the Iron Mans. I hated that one.
That's
3 was terrible.
But 2 was. But 2
I like 3.
I hate
2 was terrible.
I actually didn't hate 2. I actually thought it was okay, but I didn't think it was the least.
Captain America's movies were way better than Iron Man's 2 and 3. Trash,
it's not even the question. It wasn't even the question.
Captain America's the best.
But oh yeah,
right.
Sure. But
Big Mandarin did it for me. I was like, you
I'm
kidding
sorry.
me?
Falcon and Winter Soldier shit.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier. They number one. They took the spot at number one. The content for Marvel content, they took it. I'm sorry, it's only been 4 episodes and they got 6. They took it. And
You know what? Okay.
I'm not ranking them with the movies. I'm just ranking them as TV shows.
Okay,
like,
you know what? Okay, hold on, y'all, bro. I gotta. Because Christian, you said you're watching WrestleMania right now. I just bought Peacock. I got some stuff going on with it right now, so I predicted some matches. You know what I mean? So I can, it's just a little content. Get some money for it.
I gotta order it. Bunny shirt right now.
You gotta order it.
Get the fuck out of it! Oh hell no!
You gotta order it.
My bad Bunny shirt. That's what I'm going for.
Y'all gotta order WrestleMania.
No, this is
no. It's different now. They don't do that no more.
Peacock is an app right
now.
Yeah, they say.
But this is
actually the NBC app. That's the NBC app.
Oh,
yeah, but Nick, I'm not gonna even lie to you. I like Peacock for WWE better than the network.
Apparently,
in the hindsight, no, just think about it because you get more content with Peacock. You get the Peacock movies.
I'll be right back.
I heard some nonsense that Peacock did. I heard about some nonsense this morning.
Yeah, like because
I heard that when it comes to WWE, they took the Attitude Era. They took everything before.
They took the Ruthless Aggression Era, bro.
No,
they took everything before 2008 because it was too violent.
True.
I was like, you kidding me?
Bro. No, that's not true. They're adding the content because they're trying to grab all the content from WWE Network, and they're gonna redo the whole WWE Network side on Peacock. So that's what happened.
So
because if you had to go on Twitter and you had to read what they said that we're gonna add content because we're gonna add the content. It's actually, I believe, Peacock, because what they did, Fastlane was garbage, but the quality was trash. But for WrestleMania, it's better.
I'm just going by a wrestling channel that I've seen. Well, they wasn't. This is a sneaker channel. It was a sneaker channel where they was talking about wrestling tonight.
I know what you're talking about.
Sneaker Addict, right? Yeah, Sneaker Addict. So I like the one of the
he don't be knowing what he be talking about.
No, not him. It was another guy that. It was a Sneaker Addict. It was a Dells. It was another guy that was in there. Oh,
you talking about the guy who I know? Okay, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
And then he said when he went on there, he noticed that it was missing. So it was like,
but see, he don't give you context of why it's missing. I'm telling you, the reason why it's missing is because they're adding. They got the deal done, so they was like, "Well, F it, we gonna bring the Peacock, so we can go ahead and do it." But
on this shit right now.
As long as all you gotta do is just see in time. If you see in time that it's still not dead, then you already know.
Drew McIntyre.
What?
You saw the Drew McIntyre entrance. It was crazy.
Oh, what is it? It's going on right now. The WWE title match is going on right now.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta get out right now. Hold on. Okay.
No, you can
So
still
Saturday.
watch it. You can still watch it. Like, I don't know if you can. You can watch it on your laptop. I don't know if you're on your laptop right now.
I'm on my laptop. Okay, I'm on my laptop. Okay.
Yeah, you could put the half screen.
Hey, Christian.
I don't even know. I haven't watched WrestleMania since.
What's up with it, man?
Hey, Christian.
Was it?
We talked about it before on the other live stream, but just to get your thoughts, what's your thought on the Justice League and the Godzilla movie? I don't know if you had a chance to watch those.
Oh, you know, I watched both of them twice.
Watch in theaters.
On the Justice League.
Which one was better to you? Because we did. I know you caught the last live we did.
I did, man. To me, honestly, Justice League. It's kind of hard to say it was a better movie because it was so damn long. But I love the movie that I enjoyed more. I enjoyed Godzilla more.
Yeah,
I did Justice League. Justice League, I like Justice League. I think Justice League is a better movie, but Godzilla is the more enjoyable film.
Christian, this set that they got right now is fucking amazing,
bro.
Hey, Nicholas, before you go.
I ain't going nowhere. I'm still right here. Shit, I'm just watching.
Okay. I know I was gonna say so.
I got you. To break it apart.
Yeah, I got it.
But I like it though. I mean, Justice League. It's just such a long movie that it's hard to say that it's a better film than Godzilla because Godzilla was like because usually Godzilla films would be 2 hours. This one was like they got you straight to the point, and I gotta give them some cool points for getting straight to the point and giving us what we want. Instead of Justice League, it's like, yeah, but I'm not gonna watch Justice League like 6 times. Well, I watched it 3.5 times, and I'll give it to Godzilla. I mean, but Justice is a better movie, but I prefer Godzilla versus Kong. I mean, if you think about it, which movie you gonna watch the most? I mean,
I think
the only reason why Justice League was 4 hours because it was Snyder's vision. If that was the original, movie, the way it intended to be with Snyder's vision, he would have cut that movie down to like 2.5 hours.
That's what I'm saying.
He's just giving you everything since it's on a streaming site. This is on
I feel like if he would have did it in the first place, which they should have done, but this is Warner Brothers. I don't think it would have been that long. I think it would have got to the point, and then we would have seen more. I love this movie because we got to see Flash and Cyborg. That's what I wanted to see was them two. I done seen
and Batman was Batman.
I done seen them.
Right.
I'm done with them. I want to see this now. And then Martian Manhunter. That was beautiful. I loved it.
Right.
Yeah, and if you're paying it, like, and if you've been like seeing what's been going on this week with like all the news coming out about Josh Whedon behind the scenes with all of them threatening people's careers and all of that.
Right, but I think that's just low to try to even though Josh Whedon, I ain't taking up for him, but I just feel like it's just really just disturbing and disgusting that Warner is just gonna place all the blame on him when they hired him to do that.
They trying to pull a Deshaun Watson.
Right.
That's what they do. They're cowards. They're cowards. They always do that.
I mean, we didn't help it too much when you talking about like you bragging about smashing an actress.
Exactly.
And on top of that, you talking about threatening her career.
Right. I respect Josh Whedon more, but even for going down with the shit.
And he was being racist too, apparently.
Right. I respect him for doing all that. Instead of being a coward and saying I ain't do it, he ain't never say that Warner is the people that's doing it.
No, he ain't saying nothing. That's the problem with Whedon. He ain't saying nothing.
He did.
He got no comment.
No, you didn't see him. You didn't see him.
He was
like, I was just making the movie. Because I saw his comment. He was saying,
a couple of days ago.
Oh, my bad. But I saw his comments. He said, "Well, I made the movie I want to make, and if everybody got a problem with it, so be it. I made the movie." And I said, "Well, I ain't got no problem with that."
You suck. That's the problem we got with the movie. You ruined
it. Funny, man.
I'm not taking his side, but I'm just saying, I would unless he not being a coward about it like Warner. At least you like, yeah, I was racist.
Yeah,
I
you
thought
me too,
everybody
my
a nigger,
baby.
and I don't care. So, but hey, HD, you know what
I
pissed
don't
me
even
off
like the
with
Me Too
Justice?
movie, but I'm sorry with Gal Gadot on this. Oh.
Hey, I ain't gonna even lie. The thing that
I mean,
pissed
I
me
want
off
to
with
smash.
Justice League,
I don't see it. I mean,
HD, it's like every time that Wonder Woman came up, we did not need no damn music.
Thank you, dog. Thank
yo,
you.
chill, bro. Why you gotta
Thank
do
you.
this?
I'm like,
Right.
bruh. Jesus
Wonder Woman's
Christ.
theme
Every
song
time,
quite hard though. That
bro.
that shit hard though.
Thank
I
you,
like that
dog.
part.
I'm like,
I
where
didn't
the
really.
damn
Emotion,
music
dog.
at?
I'm like, dog, if you
I
do
I
like
that,
didn't
that.
want
That part was hard.
I just wanted her when she fought the Steppenwolf and the other stuff. I did not want to see that damn museum scene. Just get it out of
That was
here.
one of my favorites. I like that museum part.
I
That
love
was
that
one
scene
of my
when she
favorites.
crab walking, blocking the bullets.
That was hard.
That's why
I like that.
That's why I can't even watch it. I
I
can't
just
even watch
hated the
the movie
slow
no more
motion.
because
That was the
I get
only thing
annoyed.
I hated. Like I hated
I get
he
it.
abused slow motion in this damn movie. I'm like, bro,
I'd rather
like
be
he slow motion
controlled
everything.
in a Christian
Yo,
living.
Dark Side was hard. I like Dark Side. The way
What
he
is this
looked at
guy
himself.
talking about?
I don't like the
I
way
don't
they
know, dog. I get all the weird people on my channel. Ever since I
His
messed with
dog,
Costino,
he
everybody
pop up
come
on
to my
his shit and be
channel
funny.
troll.
He
You ain't
always
get
says
Billy
some
yet.
weird
No, I'm just
stuff,
kidding.
dog.
I hope I
always
don't
be
get Bob.
weird.
If Bob come over here, I'm blocking
I'd
him.
rather be
I'm
controlled in a
blocking him,
Christian.
dog. I am
He said
blocking
I'm
Bob.
blocking him for sure. He got you.
I am blocking Bob. Bob is. I had to block somebody the other day. They came on here talking about, man, Drummond is better than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I said I'm done.
No.
Block.
Where
Go,
did he even
dog.
get that from?
Go.
Hey, man,
Eston?
look. Oh, my God.
He said,
Man,
Leonard
you
Drummond
know
is better than Wilt and Kareem. I
That
said,
don't even make any sense. I couldn't even have a dream about
we
that.
gotta stop paying.
And then Christian, this dude said in Encino Live, he loves the Transformers. He loves them. He said they're cute.
Wait a minute. Didn't one of them just say that they like trannies?
Yeah.
In the fire emoji, I swear.
Transformers, YouTube. We didn't say trannies. We said Transformers.
No, but somebody did say that in the comments in the last live. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, that's it. Yeah.
Hey, man.
And that's what I said.
Was like, God dang.
Hey, man,
that's a LeBron fan. That's a LeBron fan for you. They love going to the.
This is why we gotta start ignoring people.
Download.
What somebody say? They responded as like
we gotta
ignore.
ignore.
They said something.
That was me. I'm the one who aired him out. I said, see, I told y'all about him, and everybody was looking like, ugh.
Yeah. Yep.
No, ain't nothing worse than that other dude when we was in the back live and he was getting real weird with them lyrics.
Man,
I
Cino
can't
still got to
never
release
forget
that
day.
because I wasn't there.
LB fell asleep. It's funny because LB went
the back
to sleep,
live cut.
and LB woke up,
LB
and the dude was talking about. The dude said, "Yeah, you want to hear me spit another verse?" LB said, "No."
Yo, LB be having me on the floor.
I tell LB was dead to the world. He was gone. As soon as he said, "Y'all want to hear me spit again?" LB said, "No."
Damn, man.
LB is crazy, bro. LB be stupid. I was like, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, we was in. No, they talking about the Snyder cut. No, Cino need to release the back live cut.
He didn't record it. Cino never recorded it. If he would have recorded, that would have been the best. I told because all of us, because you left, Christian. Right when you left, we all started freestyling. LB, I think, was asleep. He went back to sleep because he was tired of hearing this dude. I ain't blame him. So he started rapping. I tore a hole through this dude. I murdered him, dog.
Oh my God.
I went bar for bar. Murdered him. I murdered him. Dude ain't come back ever since. He came back that one time, never came back ever since, dog.
Yeah,
I
then we had to tell
him.
him up
He said
when he came back, we was like, don't try that rapping. He like, nah, we ain't gonna rap no more, man.
We not gonna rap no more. No, T knew, because you know I got videos on my page where we rapped and I forgot they up there. I just forgot because it was so long.
I saw some rap ones. I I thought you had kicked the girl. I'm like, man, look at Miguel out there.
No, I ain't kicked no girl, dude. Why you I was giving the girl dap. I was over there giving the girl dap. You didn't see that. They were from St. Pete. They were the only ones from St. Pete in there. They were the only ones. When we yelled St. Pete, they came right up to the front stage and said, St. Pete in this Pete. We heard them the whole night. Y'all better let my dogs before that whole night. They going off.
Hey man, I
went over there and gave them dap. I said, what's up? Gave them the whole dap, everything. I'm over there doing the finger, everything with them. Chopping up, done. That's what I was doing over there.
Hey, what I say about St. Pete dudes, St. Pete dudes be official. They be straight though. I be laughing, bro. When they came to the UFC games, they shut it down. They shut it down.
We do.
When they
St. Pete, no, we black tee for Army fatigue all day. Them other pretty niggas, they from Tampa. Won't F with them pretty niggas.
Yeah, you see, man, them dudes I get into it.
What else
going on? That's young.
What's going on?
What's up with you, boo?
The St. Pete dudes, they be like, hey, let me know if you got a problem with them Tampa dudes. They let me know because we've been turning around.
We do not like Tampa, dog.
Because we've been riding.
We do not like Tampa. It's like Miami and Fort Lauderdale. We do not like.
I was so
confused.
Like
Miami and Fort Lauderdale. Fort Lauderdale is just like St. Pete. Us in Fort Lauderdale, when we see each other at the classics, we are on the same page. We look at each other like Jacksonville too. Jacksonville, St. Pete, Fort Lauderdale, we cool as a thing.
Hey, Duval.
I
got some niggas in Duval. Them niggas
and
crazy.
we do not like Hollywood. We cannot stand Hollywood. Now, Miami, if you're from Opelika, we mess with you. We like, all right, you Opelika, you cool. We do not like them other dudes from Miami, like the ones who be pretty boys, not the ones from Pork and Beans and all of that. Them pretty boy Miami.
Shit.
We do not like them.
No, pork and beans, they dirty. Pork and beans, they dirty.
Right.
They dirty. They dirty.
I'm trying to go down there.
For real. I told somebody, I was like, if you ever been to Yonkers, Duval is literally Yonkers. They do dirt
Duval,
like little Yonkers over there.
Duval is nothing but a big project. I keep telling people that and nobody believe me. Everybody like, I'm going to Jacksonville. I'm like, no, go to the beach. It's Jacksonville.
Do people not know? I've been knowing about Jacksonville for a while.
Yeah, me too.
That's what I'm saying. People they have never been to.
I've definitely heard about
Jacksonville is just the beach. I'm like,
no.
Who lied to these people? Yo, you about to get these people lined up.
Right.
I'm like,
these people, like when I was going to Texas Southern, they talking about we going to Jacksonville. I'm like, no, you're going to Jacksonville Beach. Is that what you're talking about?
You
they like, no, we're going to Jacksonville. I'm like, no, you're going to Jacksonville Beach. Because if you go to Jacksonville, and you gonna get jacked. They gonna rob your ass because they gonna tell you ain't from Florida and damn sure ain't from Jacksonville.
Exactly.
Another spot I heard about is crazy is East St. Louis.
As soon as past the
I heard it's crazy out there in East St. Louis. I was like, God, you can't even stop at the light or at the stop sign.
HD, I always tell people when you go past the stadium and you pass that one area. I can't remember what the street called. When you pass that, you in the hood, brother. Okay.
Yeah.
When I
talk about damn, what's the name? Fort Caroline and all that.
My uncle's his dad stay in Jacksonville, but he stay where like mostly where the army people stay. He stay mostly where
they stay across the bridge. They stay across that other bridge. That other bridge.
He stay over there.
Houses is that. Yeah. He don't stay by where we was at. No.
No.
Yeah, when I
Duval. Because I used to see Lil Duval all the time when I was down there. When he had the
He said Lil Duval
all the time.
I saw him at the Jacksonville Jaguar game. That nigga like 3 feet.
He is that short.
That nigga 3 feet tall.
Yeah, he's short. But yeah, when I got to Jacksonville, I was in the hood, and I call that Jacksonville the hood, the jungle. Cause that shit was so good and grimy and Duval.
It is.
And even
don't go to the west side
I met
Oh
I
no.
met Blood Raw. Hold up, and I met Blood Raw from USDA with Jesus. I met Blood Raw. Blood Raw shot at Duval because he.
Oh yeah, Blood Raw. Yeah, he was the real.
That's how I met him.
USDA.
I met him. I was there.
Yeah, I met
in the
him.
video when he did that song. What you think about me? I was in the area. My cousin lived right in the area.
Blood Raw was murdering you.
For real, they still
murdered Jeezy.
Yes, they still. He was playing on that song.
I think that's exactly what my uncle's people them stayed. I think.
Yeah. My cousin, the one he shot the video with Young Jeezy. That's my cousin there.
Yeah,
visit right there.
Good. Yeah, my uncle Derek, who's from Florida, he used to write for the what's the niggas that did the Tootsie Roll?
Oh,
69 boys.
Right for them.
69 boys.
What up, Uncle Frank?
My uncle used to write for them. He got the
What's happening?
Tootsie Roll.
Yeah.
Like that my uncle got writing credits on Tootsie Roll. I'm like, this nigga here, really? They needed help writing Tootsie Roll.
Shit, your uncle must still be getting a residual check because they was playing that on the radio the other day.
They was? That's crazy.
I think so.
In Cali on the throwback station, hell yeah, they played the Tootsie Roll. They played the Tootsie Roll. There it is on the
Speaking of Tootsie Roll and all that, man, I was hoping Nick would be around. I was going to say this. I was hoping Nick would be around. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
No, I was hoping Nick would be around because I was going to say this, but speaking of radio, man, I gotta shout out, salute Nick on this because man, that versus, that was crazy between Earth, Wind, and Fire and who was the Isley Brothers? That was crazy, man.
Steve Harvey. They like Steve Harvey.
That's Steve Harvey.
Andrew, I don't know if you was on the back stream with us the other night, but we were talking about that on I think it was Carcino's back stream the other night about how the music was beautiful. It was great to see Ronald Isley, 80 years old, out there doing this thing. You had Ernie on the guitar, you had Berdine White on the guitar, you had Philip Bailey singing. But you had this clown Steve Harvey wearing the Joker suit from the first Batman, talking about this is old school for your ass. If your ass ain't listening to old school, bro, he just killed and destroyed the whole thing.
I saw people reacting to him. The parents in the house, they were like, "Why is he talking?"
Like I watched a clip of it. Like Steve went like old head overload.
They kept saying he was going with like Earth, Wind, and Fire. Like every time they would play a song, he would go crazy, and then every time Ozzy Brothers tell their story and play their songs, he'd be like, "Yeah, I remember that," and they'd be like, "No, it wasn't that time. It was something else."
He made it all about him. It was all about what he was doing when this song came out. I was trying to get this girl to like me. I rode my bicycle to her house. It was 1974. I was in school and I was doing it. Like, Steve, shut the fuck up, bro. We don't even want you. We want Sinbad to host the next one. We don't want Steve no more. Bring Sinbad back.
Uncle Frank. That's exactly the way I was like. I was told. I was like, man.
If Sinbad holds the next one, I ain't gonna lie. Oh man, Sinbad for real.
That's gonna be but I was like, if Steve Harvey, I was okay with Steve Harvey. The only thing that went wrong was with him talking too much. He should have let the artists tell the stories. That's what we wanted to hear. Like I wanted to hear them tell the stories about. But I wanted to hear them tell like how the song was made, like what happened, like how fast they made. I want to hear those stories because these are classic songs that are being played, and these are big money songs that we're hearing. So I want to hear how these songs made. And you got Steve just going. I'm like, oh man, he didn't pissed off. I mean, he was probably pissed off a lot of people. Now me, I was. Go ahead. My fault.
Oh, my bad. No, I wanted to tell a friend, and I wanted to tell you, man, that the one match that we need because the beef is there. Is I want the OJs versus the Ozzy Brothers because the Ozzy Brothers was stealing the OJ songs. They still mad about that.
It's hard to top this one.
Christian, what song did the Isley Brothers steal from the OJs? Because we were talking about the other night how the Isley Brothers had bit Earth, Wind, and Fire like on the choosy level.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying they didn't. I'm not saying they didn't fight, but I'm just curious. What song? Do you know what songs they did, just so I can listen to it and compare and contrast?
I can't remember because my grandpa used to tell me. He used to tell me all the time, talk about the Ozzy Brothers, because he was like, it was like 3-4 songs. Because I remember Sino had said it too. It was like 3 songs that they took from him and redid them. Like, and I was like, dang, I went to go back and listen. I can't think of them right now. But yeah, it was about they took from the old days, and they took from that other band too, the Ohio band.
You can't take from the OJs.
Yeah.
That was
I think it was what's the song? Money, money, money. They took that song. I can't.
Man, that's
the
crazy.
Ozzy Brothers took a song and remixed it.
And they supposedly took the Devotion. Everybody did Devotion. Yeah, that's and yeah, that made. I mean, that's on every soundtrack of a movie too. So that's definitely money. Yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly.
It's crazy when I'm
OJs. A lot of people stole from OJs. Man, what's that other group too? Who stole from the OJs? It was a group that came out like shortly after the OJs, and they took from them.
I know Nick like, man, how did I miss out on this?
Oh yeah, Nick would have guessed it right away.
But yeah, it's some beef though. The OJs still can't stand the Ozzy Brothers to this day. Like for real,
a lot of people
like they hate them. They hate.
I wouldn't stand me with you taking my ish. A lot of people can't.
You know that's true. They probably do. It's probably true that they can't stand them. But the difference between 70s soul music, R&B versus today's rap music, when you can't stand somebody, you can still, you know what I'm saying, disagree to agree to disagree and still get along cordially. You don't have to make all these songs. We're gonna mess up that. We're gonna jump Ronald Isley. We're gonna jump Ernie. We're gonna take his guitar and hit him in the head with it. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe back
right, but even back then, they just wasn't on that tip. But I'm saying that's the difference between old school music and then this rap thing. It's like, you know what I'm saying? When you got to beef with somebody, you can still get along cordially. But nowadays, you got to diss them, you got to expose them, you got to do all this and that.
Right.
I can't act like Aretha and Patty didn't get it popping.
Now Patty would give Aretha the business. I'm sorry.
Now Aretha was cold, but I would say she's the queen of soul and the queen of shade at the same time, because Aretha didn't bow down for nobody. She knew she was the best, and she had no problem admitting she was the best.
She was way better than Patty. I love Patty, but no, she would kill Patty.
I'm thinking about somebody else. My bad.
Right now, Aretha would wash out the whole.
You probably thinking of Gladys Knight and Diane Ward.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm thinking about.
Gladys Knight, man.
Whoa! Bobby Lashley won, dog.
Bobby
beat Drew McIntyre. I'm shocked.
For what?
Let the black dude win. I can't believe this. I thought they was gonna let. I'm shocked.
I haven't watched wrestling in a while, dog. I don't know what's going on.
Me too, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Last thing
that's why I was quiet when y'all was talking about it.
Christian, man.
I just got home. I just watched the Brooklyn Nets versus the LA Lakers game on. I don't know if y'all watching the game.
Yeah, I'm watching.
I heard it.
Hey, what you said?
Was giving you the business one of the lives, dog. In the 6 hour live. In the 6 hour live we did, Randy was giving you the business, boy.
Oh man, I forgot about that, man. But Christian, you're gonna have to replay that, man. You're gonna have to replay that and get a rebuttal ready for Mr. Sledge, man, because he was going 10 toes in.
Oh yeah.
Man, Mr. Sledge, let me tell you about
y'all was rapping.
This nigga here, man. He was different. Here, man. I don't be doing nothing to this man. This man is beat. I don't know if he didn't beat T a couple times. He didn't got his ego, or he finally got with what's the lady that be coming and pulling up that she never pulls up in the chat. I don't know if he finally smashed her or something, but I don't know what happened with him. He done lost his mind. You know, see, when people get them braids like that. You said who?
Man, y'all audio messing up.
I said you
and Christian audio.
My audio messing up?
Okay, it's straight now. Man,
that wasn't Christian. That was Andrew. Every now and then his audio does the cyborg. That's Andrew Walker.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I said you wasn't talking about Michelle Darter, was you?
Man.
Fred,
No, that's what I'm
talking
saying.
about how Madden.
He
was saying Madden, dog, how you be capping. You be capping on Madden.
I don't be saying nothing about you. See, I never brought him up, so he brought me up. This nigga be thinking about me. I don't be thinking about him.
Oh, you saw it? Oh, you saw
it? I go to work, and do my thing. No, I ain't see it. I ain't see that part. I ain't see that part. I watched the whole 6 hours, so I didn't know.
Is it him?
Man, Burundi was giving you the business. He said you be capping on Madden, you stuck on Madden, you be always talking about your cousin or somebody playing the game when it's really you losing. Man, he was blowing holes through you.
Why are you lying?
He was giving bars to everybody.
Like
bro, he gave bars to like 2 different people in one time.
Oh my God.
I'm like, damn, he just killed. I'm like,
here, man.
I think before you left alive.
Like this.
No, he went at the T. Yeah, he went at the T. He went at the T, then went straight to Christian.
What happened? Tell Christian what happened, Sterling.
Go wherever.
No, because I think he was coming at the T first. Him and T was started going back and forth with it, and then all of a sudden he went in straight attack mode on you.
And then he came up to 2 more people. Remember, he came up to LB.
The shit was
trying to come up to
LB.
He went out there. He started off with T, then he went to me, then he transitioned to LB, and we was all there to defend ourselves. Christian wasn't there, so Burundi just went. He just went, put his sombrero on, and went on the Christian.
He was going after I'm like, damn.
Really.
Hey, Nick, he said he put a sombrero on.
Oh, yeah, that was funny.
Man, Burundi put on the toboggan hat, the winter hats with the brim on it from like the 2000s. He got that hat. He got that
Man.
He capping.
Yo, what we gonna do with these Bulls fans? I'm like, they won 6 championships.
Bro.
Which one?
Like, you can't give them Bulls fans nothing. They get 6 championships and still living in the past. I said, look, check this out, player. When your team went on in the 21st century,
they're Dallas Cowboy fans. All they do is live in the past. Cowboys be like 5, they be like 6, and I be like win.
Exactly.
Win.
Exactly. At least I can say 17. Like, I can say it because we won in 2008. That was fairly. That wasn't that. It was either. I know it was 10 years ago, but at least it was in the 21st century. It wasn't like it was 20
we don't
years
talk,
ago.
We just win.
We're not gonna do this, dog.
We don't talk.
I think with the Cowboys fans is when you tell them their team suck, they want to be like, no, we're America's team. Like, this ain't 95, bro. Emmitt Smith ain't running the ball no more. You know what I'm saying?
America's team.
Y'all ain't got Troy Aikman taking snaps.
Hey, Christian, my boy, Bobby Lashley won, dog. Bobby Lashley won, my boy.
I was shocked because
I was shocked too.
Bro, everybody was betting for Drew McIntyre. Everything.
I was too, dog. Dude, bro, I wanted Bobby to win, dog.
No, I'm glad that Bobby Lashley won because that's better that Drew didn't win because Drew won. Because Drew, this makes the story better now because now Drew has a chip on his shoulder. Now he lost at WrestleMania, and now he has to win the championship back. This is a great story.
He lost the championship. Which one was it, the heavyweight?
They started off. The first match was the WWE Championship match, which was an awesome match. It was a great match. WrestleMania.
Okay, Bobby Lashley got the belt. I might have to check this out. I used to fuck with Bobby Lashley.
WWE finally giving black people belts like consistently now.
Really?
Everybody black got a championship now. It's 4 people in black that got a championship.
I'm shocked. Like,
he says the Peacock app.
Yeah, that's Naomi.
It's a Peacock.
Yeah, that's the NBC app. Yeah, that's the NBC
right now
app.
it's $4.99 if you do the deal. I think it's $4.99 right now for just wrestling.
Ain't WrestleMania like 8 hours this year though? Like, God.
They put commercial
8 hours.
5 hours.
God,
it's 2 parts now.
It's 2
parts. It's part 1. See, they didn't hustle now. Yeah,
WrestleMania for like a few years.
Y'all want to talk about Zack Snyder? God damn,
too damn
8
long.
hours. That's ridiculous. That's insane.
Hey, at home it's cool, but when you actually there, oh my god, I've been to a pay-per-view.
Oh yeah, it's a whole different experience.
It's really 3 hours. They say an hour and a half. No, nigga, it's 3 hours just for a regular pay-per-view. But when it's like WrestleMania, it's like 5 hours, 6 hours.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. And you be
there.
there.
Plus the people be waiting outside. Yeah, people be waiting and camping out probably.
Bro. You be there all
this still doing this. Bro, wait a minute. I thought never mind. No, they doing this women's tag team match. Shit, tag team gauntlet match. They doing that right now, Christian.
The women's tag team match is so stupid.
Yeah,
the women's tag team division is so trash.
Yeah.
Every match has been really like. Now the match for Drew McIntyre was great, but the story was terrible. Just like Edge, I don't even Edge coming back is so stupid.
Okay,
in the Royal Rumble.
Look, dude. Look, bro. I mean, look.
I like Edge, but not old Edge. That's why they made it a triple threat because he can't wrestle no more. He's too old. Edge can't wrestle no. He ain't got the stamina no more.
Well, yeah.
That's why they made it a triple threat.
Who's the main event of WrestleMania?
The ultimate main event of WrestleMania. Okay, so now you're going.
For
what? Go ahead.
You got it. You got it. We want me.
You go ahead.
Oh,
well, hey, HD, who was number 33? Hey, who was HD? Who was number 33 on the Brooklyn Nets with them Goldilocks braids?
Oh,
Saxton.
That's
Claxton.
That's the dude, Claxton.
Oh, that's Claxton.
Oh,
with the
LB night one is Bianca
He
Belair.
got
You said who?
Versus Sasha Banks. Bianca Belair versus Sasha Banks. And then night 3 main event is Edge versus Daniel Bryan versus
Roman Reigns.
Triple threat.
HD, I don't know about the braids, but he got a nice little hook shot though.
Yeah, Claxton straight. Claxton good. That's what I was talking about on the video. I was telling Cino kept talking about Jared Allen. I'm like, dude, this dude good, dog. He can play the perimeter and he can play the post. Dude, nice, and he can score.
That was actually.
Yeah, I'm just saying he was guarding. He just got scored. He just got scored on, but he was at least guarding Dennis Schroeder out at the top of the perimeter. You know what I'm saying? That's nice.
He's actually a decent.
You got a big man that can actually get down and guard a point guard out there.
J. Cole's still trying out for the NBA. Hilarious.
Uncle Frank Claxton a decent defender though. He's a decent defender. He just got to get bigger and stronger. That's his only thing.
Right.
But you
got to remember, Christian, he got hurt. He was hurt for so long. Remember last year he got hurt because he was in there with Jared Allen. They were rotating in and they was killing teams because they was both rim protecting. Then he would throw them in at the same time. Claxton would guard the perimeter and the post. Allen would rim protect, and they would flip flop. So if Allen had to go out, he would stay there. He was just hurt. And that's why I forgot about it. I was like, oh, yeah, they still got Claxton. That's why they got rid of Jared Allen. They didn't want to, but they was like, boom. And then they got this other dude who's good, Alizé Johnson. He's straight, too.
The big African dude. Yeah, they can get.
I'm guessing they lowering DeAndre Jordan's minutes.
He done.
No, DeAndre hurt right now.
And all that. Oh,
no,
DeAndre he done next season. He ain't gonna be on
DeAndre hurt right now. He'll be back though. He'll be back.
Oh,
I mean, DeAndre,
but not next season.
Yeah, DeAndre gonna be basically that old vet you throw in there for about 15, maybe 18 minutes, and then put him to the side. You bring him in at certain
less than that.
DeAndre Jordan gonna be like what Brian Cardinal was to the 2011 Dallas Mavericks. He's gonna come off the bench, get a couple hard rebounds. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a hard foul here and there, but he's gonna be like
Brian Cardinal.
From the Dallas Mavericks.
Oh yeah, bro, I remember him. He was solid though. But he was a little better than DeAndre.
Yeah, he was a solid goofy white boy coming off the bench.
Yeah, he was better than that though. That 2011 team, I was tearing niggas up in 2K11. When they was
that
was or Troy Brown on the Patriots in his later years.
Everybody try to act like that Mavs team was trash.
They was nice.
That team was loaded, dog. They was loaded. They was killing teams all year.
Which team?
Yeah.
Mavericks.
You said the Cowboys?
No, the Mavericks.
Hell no. People say no damn Cowboys.
We talking about the 2011 Mavericks. They had Jason Kidd, JJ Barea, Dirk Nowitzki, Jason Terry, Deshaun Stevenson, Josh Howard.
Karan Butler in the regular season before he tore his ACL. Oh, see, everybody don't know. Remember that before the playoffs, he tore his ACL and he brought them. He was the one that was tearing people up, bringing them back in the comeback.
Man, that team. I tell people that championship is kind of underrated to me a little bit because they beat that.
Ring. It is underrated. They try to over glorify that championship because Dirk. That's it. Because he's a white boy and they want Dirk to be placed in history higher than everybody. When he's not.
No, I was gonna say because they beat the OKC Thunder that year. The team that went to the championship next year. They beat that defending champs Lakers. They beat that young Blazers team. They beat
and then they won
the Miami Heat that same year.
That's why I wanted Brolin for Alabama. They fired Avery Johnson. I wanted to tell y'all that they fired Avery Johnson.
They hired him for like 1 year. They did. They got him for like 1 year.
For 3.
No, he was there for 3 years.
Oh, he was there for 3.
Yeah, and they fired him for no reason. Then the white man, he got all the recruits that Avery Johnson brought in.
Yeah, and they balled out. As you
Who brought in Colin Sexton to Alabama? Was that
Avery Johnson?
Avery Johnson.
Yeah, Avery did. And the new
Avery Johnson was his coach in college.
Avery Johnson brought them dudes in because those are his recruits because all them dudes had signed on before he was there, so they signed a paper. So when Avery Johnson got fired, they was already coming.
It's the same thing with Sam Cassell to me. I'm like, I don't understand why he's not a coach. Sam Cassell.
I don't know about that.
What happened?
Hey, Christian, did you probably wasn't even looking at it, bro. Mandy Rose just tripped and fell on the stage.
Oh no! I didn't see it, but I was looking at her like, did she really just bust her ass on stage?
That was funny.
She about to be a meme.
Yeah, I hope she's all right. I hope she's all right. God damn.
That's funny. That was funny.
Yo, bruh. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like
that was a nasty call.
I don't understand why they like underrate so many teams that were actually great. And the teams that weren't great, they like stated they were great. And I'm just like, this team was never great.
Hey, Uncle Frank, I'm getting upset with them giving Harrell all these goddamn calls every game I watched this year. He gets so many damn free throw calls.
Exactly. I just seen it pull up on my phone.
I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, dude, he be flopping so damn much, and they just bail him out, dog.
Hey, as I'm seeing Harrell play, he really not that good. He really not that good. I'm not saying it because he was not with the Clippers no more.
He's big and athletic. That's what it is. He's big and athletic. But you know what I'm saying? You got a guy that can penetrate and dish to you. You know what I'm saying? He can catch the ball and put it in the basket. But other than that, he really don't have an offensive skill set.
No, you know the crazy part. He's not even big in his position. He's not even big.
He used to be better than that. He used to have a
that's because he's getting all the calls, like they just said. They say getting all the calls this year.
He used to be a jump shot.
Because when he was with the Rockets, it was you had to earn it.
No, when he was with the Rockets, he had a jump shot. When he was playing with them, when they had Lou Williams and they had him, he used to shoot on a jump shot with him and what's the other dude name? He was with the left hand and he used to play for Kentucky.
Oh,
he was a left hand. And he played with Kentucky, and he came out the draft, but the Rockets just did not develop him right. And then he went to the Pelicans.
Oh, you talking about I know who you talking about, the niggas from Portland. Brown skin brother Hella Swole from Kentucky.
He played with Kentucky.
Played with Anthony Davis.
Yeah. No,
but I can't think of. I know who you talking about. I got his face. Pictured in my head. I just can't think of his name. It was like
Jones
or something. Yeah.
Terrence
Jones or something.
Terrence
Yes.
Jones. I remember
He
that, man.
used to be
Terrence
Wow,
Jones.
really
I haven't heard that name.
Bro,
So
he used to
long.
be
I
really
remember Terrence
good.
Jones,
He
man.
was a good role player.
He's
But
still
the
in the
Houston
league.
Rockets. No, he was a good role. He overseas now, but he be dominating
I'm
overseas.
about to say.
What you know exactly what Julius Randle is now. He used to be like he wasn't developed right. They didn't let him develop.
Because he was SEC Rookie of the Year.
Wait, hold on, Chris. Hold on, Christian. Before we get on the sledge cap, you said what Julius Randle is now. I don't think so.
I don't know about that.
No,
I
no,
was
no,
about
no,
to say
no,
I didn't think he was that.
No, I'm talking about before. I'm talking about Julius Randle. Like he could have been that had they developed him